Alright, hello, welcome to another episode of the Hartlepool United Youth Academy Road to Glory career mode. And you might be wondering, why are you back so soon? I feel like the past few days, the past couple of weeks, I guess, would make more sense. The schedule's been a bit shitty, but I've got some extra time today, so I feel like if I do a couple of daily episodes, because I might be able to do one tomorrow as well, it catches up a little bit, and it kind of saves it a little bit. I guess I don't really know, to be honest, but I've got some free time, so that's pretty much why I'm doing it. But welcome again, anyway, to another episode of this career mode. If you didn't see the last episode, we are now in third place. It was quite a good episode, actually. It wasn't awful. I mean, it could have gone worse, but again, it could have gone better at the moment. Portsmouth lead by 4 points at the top of the league, and they're 7 points clear of us. So going for the League One title is a little bit too far away currently, but we'll get there. We'll get there. That's the thing. We will get there. I believe in this team to get there. Portsmouth lead on 49 points. Birmingham City got a second automatic spot on 45, and the playoff places at the moment are occupied by ourselves, MK Dons, Rotherham United, and Shrewsbury. As we continue to read down, this is how the league looks after pretty much the halfway point, and it's close enough to the halfway point. Rochdale, Charlton Athletic, Burton Albion, and Tranmere Rovers occupy that relegation zone. And we were initially going to hit January today, but a little bit of news in the last episode. We'll just quickly go through the last episode. We kicked off the episode with a 3-2 loss against Portsmouth, which was a bit, I don't want to say scripted, but I also do want to complain about it because we did better than they did and ended up getting the win somehow. But ultimately, 3-2 loss to Portsmouth, and they're top of the league anyway, so it was always going to be a difficult game. We then drew 1-1 to Stoke, which it was a cold Tuesday night in Stoke. You can't really expect anything special there. And Stoke with the most draws in the league, meaning that they've. I mean, it was going to be most likely a point for us in that one if we got anything, which we did. Rodriguez helping us late on. We then beat Wickham 3-0, a clean sheet there for Logan Duncan, who seems to be back on form. Hopefully, I've not jinxed that for today. We then drew 0-0 to Swindon in the FA Cup second round. Now, that's the reason we're going to be not hitting January today. So, I'll explain why in a second, but you can see by the calendar why. We've got Burton as well in the last episode, which we won 2-1. It could have been a clean sheet, probably should have been a clean sheet, but they kept pressing, kept persisting, and eventually they got their goal. It wasn't enough to get a result for them, but they did get a goal, so fair play to Burton on that occasion. So today we've got Oxford United at home, Northampton at home in the Papa John's Trophy, a third successive game at home back in the league against Lincoln. Then we play our round 2 replay against Swindon before finishing the day at MK Dons. Now that is why we won't be hitting January today, because if we beaten Swindon and advanced to the third round, there would have been no need for replay, obviously, and we'd have hit January today because we would have only had 5 games. The last game would have been against Oxford. We would have played Oxford twice this episode, but the replay is coming into effect, so we won't hit January today. We won't be bringing in Rafael Gomez, I think it was his name. And we won't be bringing in any other players at the moment. We're just going to have a little quick gander at some of these decent and special popping up. I'll maybe do this off screen actually in a bit more detail, but there's some decent players coming through. Again, we don't need any wide players. Don't really need any attackers, to be completely honest with you. What we really need is just some defenders and goalkeepers, to be honest. Fran Marino I'd like to bring in. Obviously we can't because he's at Dortmund and he won't downgrade at the moment. We're in League One. There's quite a plethora of talents there. We won't be going through them all. I'll look through them off screen. But we've got kind of our list of who we want to try and maybe make a move for. Canales we're definitely looking at. We've always been looking at, but I think the strikers now have surpassed him. Correa would just have him for pace, honestly. But we've got, we've got Roberts. He's faster. Chola could be a bit faster. Sutherland, of course, staying there. We're going to keep an eye on him the whole way through. Jean-Paul Sarr as well. And eventually we'll have this whole shortlist filled with every single player that's played for us. And we'll do a Where Are They Now episode. I'll make sure to do that in good amounts of time. So I've got the scan reports and everything as well. But this is a guy we're going to be signing. It's a guy we've already, here we go, confirmed. It's Rafael Gomez. We were looking for a right back just to back up Alonso for the rest of the season because McGregor's injured. But we're also going to go for this guy if possible. Potentially Malik Diop looks quite good. decent holding midfielder, but it does mean that well, I mean, we've got good midfielders as it is, but I think we need to maybe freshen up a little bit more. So that is where we're at with this season. In the news, Howell bags winner against Burton. Howell scores to wrap up Hartlepool United's victory against Burton Albion, and we're going to take on Oxford. We've got Duncan happy with Hartlepool as well, mainly because he's been back in the squad and he's been doing well, so there's no reason for me to drop him. And Gusano and Corsi feels like we are exceeding expectations for him. I think we read that last time. And then, if you wanted to know who the December Player of the Month award was, who was given to, it was Erhahan from Lincoln City, Ehib Hatioman, fucking hell, from Lincoln City as well, and Hackett from Portsmouth, with Vera also from Birmingham City. And it did go to Kakai Vera, who we were looking at for a brief period, but doesn't really fit the bill at the moment. But he's done well for Birmingham, so respect to him there for doing well for Birmingham. But at the moment, we are sorted, I think, for strikers. So what we're going to do is we're going to load it into this first game against Oxford. We're going to bring out Cochrane because he is buggered. And we'll slot in Nkosi there. Where is he? And we'll give Mr. Cochrane a full rest. I believe he played the full 90 against whoever we just played against. Burton, that's the one. Get there eventually. And another bit of bad news, which I guess I'll show you now. We can go reset the team. A bit unfortunate, really. You can see it there. Galloway development schedule. 1 point had showing great potential. Now just hosts a potential of 72, which is a bit upsetting, a bit sad, really. But at the same time, we'll have him for a little while to come anyway, so it's not like it's going to be an instant departure. And even if he does, obviously, decline, well, not decline, but just not grow very fast, we could always just keep him around as a backup. He's going to be here for a while still, but yeah. Unfortunately, his potential. And if Ronnie Hansen can continue firing on all cylinders, we might be getting a new man at that centre-back spot, perhaps. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into this one against Oxford. Let's go change the squad again. I just literally changed it, but because I want to show you the news on Mr. Ewan Galloway, we're going to have to go reset it here. So I'm going to give Howell a start as well. Put Blanchard on the bench. I mean, Blanchard, I've looked at his stats. We all looked at stats at the end of the last episode. Well, I guess if you weren't here, you didn't look at his stats. But basically, he's been doing a lot better than I thought he was. So fair play to him. Anyone else we want to involve? I think we're good. Ajade is now at 70. He's going to be fantastic. Hopefully his loan boosts him a little bit because I want him to be involved. Either him or Martinez. I'm not really sure which one we're going to go with yet. I guess we'll judge it after this season. But that's the squad we're going to go with for this game against Oxford United, because they're doing quite well, but we could still go quite strong and we can still rest a few as well. It's going to be a little bit mixed here. So we're going to be using Duncan in goal. Hopefully we'll continue his good form. But then again, with goalkeepers in this game, they'll either be very good or very bad, and there is no in between. And I've realised that, and I'm just going to have to accept it. But Duncan will go in goal to kick off today. We'll see how he goes. Moffat and Alonso as the fullbacks, Galloway and Hansen as the centre backs. And Kosi centre mid today with Cochrane being tired. And Kosi will probably get the full 9 minutes as well. Mills at cam with Palacios off the left, Munoz off the right, Howell and Rodriguez up top with Rodriguez as the captain today. It will be at Victoria Park. We'll see what goal news it's got on for us. I definitely want the Portsmouth ones on because I know they're 7 points clear, but I want to know if I can catch up to them, kind of thing. So to open the episode today at Victoria Park, it's Hartlepool versus Oxford. I'm just hoping we have a smooth sailing episode and no stupidity. Yeah, Carlos Rodriguez, top scorer. Wonder how we'll do. Well, we should win this. I'm hoping we win this. I'm hoping we found some form. 1-2, drawn 2, lost 1 last episode. When we lost to is a team that we probably expect to lose to in Portsmouth. And like I said, I've said it a million times, I'll say it one more time again. I'll probably continue to say it throughout the episode and throughout this particular season. I'm not really too fussed about getting the League One title. I know the board want that. I'm just happy to get promoted in any capacity. And we'll just continue the way we can. As long as we get promoted, I'm not fussed. And also, don't expect this on a common occurrence. Back-to-back episodes are rare. Purely because I've got more time than I thought I had in my hands today. And I've had plenty of time this weekend just to relax. But it's been a difficult week. And ultimately, just relax a bit. I mean, next week's a little bit quieter, so there could be more streams. I'm not going to commit myself to anything yet. I'll try and get back on the streaming wagon. I've just been busy, really. Right, first game of the day, Victoria Park, Oxford. They're going to be pushing for it, definitely. They're doing alright. Not doing incredible, but doing alright. Good tackle by Moffat. We could score inside minutes. That'd be a great start. Rodriguez knocks it to Harry Howell. They're going to close it down here. Munoz. Ball in to Palacios. Oh. Oh. I thought that hit the post and it was going to roll out, but it's got in. Smart play there by Hartlepool. An early start. An early goal. Nicholas Palacios, who's outperforming Franachoa this season on the whole. I mean, last episode, Franachoa seemed to be going back to his best. But Palacios has the numbers. Brought it down as well. Ball in from Munoz. It was a bit fast, but Palacios dealt with it well. Nobody's closing him down, so he thought, oh, fuck it, I'll twat this. And it's gone into the bottom right, off the post. Just about crosses the line, but it does cross the line, and that's what matters. It's a goal, and it's an early lead for Hartlepool United. It's not the start Oxford were looking for. Palacios, 3 goals in 13 matches. That's 1 more goal than Ochoa in less game time, but I'm sure Ochoa will show his quality as we go throughout the season. And if we do get the quality that we know we can get from Ochoa, then I don't see why we can't win the league. I mean, we're going to have to do a bit of a catch-up job with Portsmouth, but Birmingham as well, they're going to be in there like somewhere. It's just going to be difficult. Difficult bit of a run. Good tackle by Alonso to close down Martin. And we can just relax a little bit now. We got the early goal. Didn't think it would be that early, but we move. Munoz gets caught, maybe potentially injured. It's not good for Martin Munoz. Hopefully he can get up and continue. Don't want to do substitution this early. Moffat nicks the ball. Munoz is still down. And it's not good for Martin Munoz. Which means Ethan Roberts will be getting introduced a lot earlier than initially planned. Spaniard picks up a knock. And as much as I do complain about the guy because he's a tall winger, he is still a good player. And I'm hoping this doesn't set him back anyway. So Ethan Roberts will make his way onto the pitch. It was meant to be a Roberts rest game, this, but that hasn't occurred now. Goes to the back of Munoz. I mean, it's got to be a foul as well, but the ref hasn't given it for whatever reason. And he's left Munoz laying, which is unfortunate. So it kicked off today with a goal and an injury. Drop ball in favour of Hartlepool, and we'll go again. Disappointing. Another injury to add to the books. We've got McGregor out for the season. I don't know. Munoz's injury didn't look good there. Maybe it's not as serious as initially thought. Maybe we... I mean, it might be a blessing in disguise for Vicente Ojeda, who actually is going out on loan. You need to cancel the loan for him. Roberts can't quite get there. Either that would bring Mariano Martinez back off of his loan. Dependent on the injury length. If it's only a few days, it won't be too bad. Roberts can fill that gap. If it's a long-term injury, then we will have to bring either one of those guys back off a loan or sign a new winger. Mills getting pressured here, but does get it away. Out to Ethan Roberts. Inside, hopefully to Rodriguez. It does make it to the Peruvian, but the ball into Harry Howell is poor. And we can't find a goal again yet. I'm a bit concerned about Munoz because he was one that, I know I said we were kind of 50-50 on, but he's still good. Alonso has to be careful here. He does well. Hansen gives it back to Duncan. I was meant for Moffat, but Galloway can distribute that out to the left. And Kusana and Kosi spots Palacios. He's really enjoying his game time at the moment. Couldn't get past Anderson on that particular occasion, but seems to maximise his game time when he gets it. I know we're very favourable towards Fran Ochoa. That's a foul. No card though, but he did catch him instead of the ball. But yeah, I do like Ochoa. Ochoa's still have more game time, but if Palacios can perform then. Again, it's not based on rating, like I said. This career mode, that's the beauty of it. If you play good, you get games. Moffat, the man who got fouled, is going to just knock it short here to Curtis Mills. Play it inside to Nkosi. Palacios back to the South African. Roberts. Nkosi running in. Try to find a shot, but Moore closes it down. A lot of defenders in the way there. And it will now go for Oxford to try and break. Blocked by Moffat. Second ball does not go to Douglas Moffat. Goes to try to get in the way. Somebody tried to get in the way. It's a poor. I mean, it's not even a shot, really. I don't know if you can call that a shot. Took it on the off-balance turn, and it just went straight into the arms of Duncan. It was a good opportunity for Oxford to try and get back into the game. They just did very poorly there. That's fine by me, honestly. They can keep doing very poorly. I'm not going to complain. Rodriguez. Mills. Back to Rodriguez. Oh, it's closed down. Maybe she just shot it with Mills, to be honest. Rodriguez was there again. I want to try and get the ball back to him. And the ball is going to be in here for Peltier. It's a good save. Logan Duncan didn't pick up the Oxford striker at all whatsoever. Couldn't tell you where my other centre-back was. You had to bring in Moffat from the left, and even he can catch up. It was a great run from the Oxford player and a good pass as well. And it's forced a corner, but it could have been a lot worse. It could have been an equaliser. And it will be a probable short corner here from the away side. Smythe to the edge of the area. Can they find a way in here to equalise for the break? Oxford, they're looking for it. Blocked by Mills. And that could, hopefully will, end up pasture play. Alonso picks the ball up to Roberts, who can run onto it. He's got the pace, and he's got the ability. Roberts could try and find Harry Howell. Went all the way down the byline, but couldn't look for Howell. Well, did look for Howell. It was just intercepted on the way through. Could have been 2-0 there had the ball got to the Welshman. Moffat, interesting lunge attempt there. Galloway as well. Okay, what the fuck? Didn't Kosi get nutmegged there? Hansen dropping that man there. Galloway block. Hansen, oh my god. I love when I press to clear and it just doesn't do it. It wants to take a touch first. Galloway just gets out of danger, but it's coming back in. And a save from Duncan. And he can pick it up. Thought I might fall to an Oxford player for a second, but we had it on watch. We had it sorted. But yeah, in all seriousness, I wish when I cleared it, it would clear. It's a great ball from Roberts if it works. Carlos Rodriguez going to knock it off. Harry Howell off the edge of the area. It's blocked. Mills keeps it alive. Going to go around again. The Welshman. Back in. Rodriguez. Near post. Saved. Moffat as well now. Back alive again. Howell. Rodriguez. Second before the break. It's blocked by Moore. A good bit of play from Hartlepool. We're pressing for the second goal before the break. And to end the half, it will be a corner to the home side. And it'll be Palacios doing in-swinger. I don't usually like these. Hansen can't get there. Rodriguez can keep it alive. Nkosi blocked. And that will do it for the half, I think. It will do it for the half. Oxford get it clear. And it's only 1-0, but it could be a lot more. Oxford have had some good chances, but we've also had the chances to make it a bigger lead as well. The only goal coming early from Nicolas Palacios. But we both have had chances to have more goals in this match. None of them have happened yet. Some good defending and goalkeeping from Oxford, and some good goalkeeping from Logan Duncan, as well as defending, I should say, as well, from Galloway and Hansen. They've been good today so far. I just wish when I press clear it would clear, but that's nothing on them, really. Nothing on their performances. So 0-0 between Charlton Athletic and Derby County. Portsmouth lead Cheltenham Town 1-0. It's weird how I have the goal news on that just didn't want to tell me. Stokely and Lincoln 1-0. MK Dons joined 0-0 with Wickham. 1-0 to Burton Albion over Tranmere Rovers. 0-0 between Cambridge United and Rotherham United. It is 0-0 between Shrewsbury and Birmingham City, which is good. It means we can catch up, or at least close that gap on Birmingham City and try and get back into that automatic promotion spot. So if Shrewsbury can take points off them, that would be good. Sheffield Wednesday leading Northampton 1-0. Walsall drawing 0-0 with Accrington, Stanley and Peterborough leading Rochdale 1-0. At Victoria Park, it's 1-0 to Hartlepool, and this is how the stats are looking. It's been a very close encounter so far, but we've done well to hold them off. 55 to 45 in terms of possession, 6 shots to 4, and 1.3 expected goals to 1.2. And you see the shot accuracy is 33%. There's none really have been off target. It's just a lot have been blocked by a defence, so it's kind of an unfair 33% there, to be honest. But we'll go into the second half and hopefully carry on with attacking pressure and find a second to wrap this up, because I've got a horrible feeling that Oxford will bring this back. Don't know what Galloway's doing there. Moffat to Palacios. Can't really take on his man there. It's going to come back to Douglas Moffat. Try again. He's going to try and take his man on this time. And I knew it was a mistake, but I tried it anyway. You know if you don't try, I suppose. Ball out to Martin on the left. I think it's only a matter of time before these guys get their equaliser. That's nothing against my team. I just think they're trying very hard to get that point out of this. Roberts finding Rodriguez. I don't think we'll make it through here. It's a bit of an awkward one. I mean, I didn't think I'd make it past the defender. I honestly thought the defender was going to tackle me. I should have just maybe gone for a shot, perhaps, rather than the ball in the middle to Howell. I don't know. In that situation, I just don't know. Howell. Do I not have a winger? I do, but he's in the middle. Okay. Fair enough. Palacios fighting for it, winning the fight as well. And it could be Palacios again to knock it back to Curtis Mills. It's a good save. And it will be brought away by Oxford. Ramon Alonso going in for a tackle, but now we've committed the right back. And they have that whole right hand side to move down on, and they're going to do that as well. Capozzo, sorry. Ball blocked by Alonso, who tracks back and makes an interception. It's not away though, because it's a poor pass, but Hansen will close it down, and it's gone now. And Nkosi out to Moffat. I just wish we were a little better organised defensively sometimes, I think. Now Palacios, he's been a live wire today. Passes it into Nkosi. And one more to Rodriguez. Can he get it on to Curtis Mills? I maybe should have just shot. Where was Harry Howell in that whole situation as well? I've got questions on some of my players' disappearing acts sometimes. Palacios. We'll try and knock it back to Nkosi. Howell is on the edge of the area for whatever reason. Try to find Rodriguez, but I think he stepped offside for a moment. And the game will continue as Oxford win the ball back. Hansen tried to put a foot in, got the man instead of the ball, but the game continues. Moffat, good foot in. I wonder where we make our changes, make a couple of changes just to freshen it up a little bit. I think Mills comes for Thomas just now. We'll leave it like that for now. We won't go anything else yet. But that's the first change we're going to make. Well, actually, technically, it's the second change we're going to make. Because Munoz was injured earlier in the first half. I believe Oxford also made a change. I didn't see who it was, though. Greco for Pelletier. Pelletier had a good first half chance, but Hasn't really had much since. Oh, I didn't run that direction with Nkosi. It's a good leveler. It was going to happen. I didn't, like, committing Duncan there was probably a bad idea. But not to mention here, I didn't run this way with Nkosi. I'm not going to put it on Nkosi. Where is he? Just here, real quick. I tried to go the other direction, but I've done it a second too late, I think. I mean, it's been coming, really, hasn't it? Nkosi got tackled. They played it through nicely. I tried to commit Duncan, and he's just played it nicely around him, just put it to the other side of him. The equaliser was always going to happen. It's just how do we deal with it from here? I think we've got to bring on Blanchard, don't we? Wasn't planning on bringing him on this early, but we're going to bring him on. Nothing against Harry Howell, I just think Blanchard might be a bit more of a clutch player. We do need to win this, absolutely need to win this. We can't drop points. No offence to Oxford, because they're probably very nice people, but we can't be losing this. First goal of the season for Brown, of course. Put your first goals of the season, boys. And maybe soon we'll bring on Fran Chowa as well. But Palacios, he's going here, he's going. Gets cut out by Finlay. It's not away. Nkosi heads that down to Brown. Oxford have the ball again. Good interception, good read by Hansen there. Thomas out to Roberts. Just pass it to the guy. Why does it have to be so fucking finicky? Ball out on the right now to Gooderham. He's not going to keep it, and I think I am going to bring on Ochoa as well. It's nothing against Palacios. He's had a good day, and he's got our goal. We're just at... What? Do we not get 5? I thought we got 5 subs, no? I guess we won't be bringing Ochoa on. Do we not get 5 subs? Well, Palacios, mate, you got something to prove then. So I was planning on bringing on Ochoa, just like a little bit of extra pace and creativity. And now I can't. It's very annoying. Moffat makes that overlap and run. Inside to Nkosi. He didn't even get the ball there. Why is that not foul? I mean, I lost the ball anyway, but that's beside the point. Why does Moffat feel so slow, man? What's going on? Good save, Duncan. Why did Moffat feel like moving cement there? Moving concrete, even. Duncan at near post. It was at him, but he came at him with some force. I'm going to go short with the corner here. Ramon Alonso spotted that. As has Carlos Rodriguez, but it's not stopped. Still coming in, blocked by Palacios. And Nkosi heads it further, but there's nobody to header it to, so he's just going to keep pressing. And he's going to do well with it as well. And Cassano and Nkosi's going to go for it here. He's got no support. He doesn't need any support! And Cassano and Nkosi. One for the future, surely. Makes it 2-1. Hartlepool does all the work to make that goal. He heads it away, realises he's headed it too far. There's nobody up the pitch. He presses the man who got the ball, and then he just charges through. He's not the fastest, but my God, was he determined. And Nkosi, brilliant finish as well, out of the reach of the goalkeeper, into that far left corner. And that is what we needed to get back on track here, and he's so happy with himself. He's so proud of himself. And it's 2-1, Hartlepool United. With 12 minutes to go, we got to hold on here, boys. Nah, because Oxford will be going hell to leather for it. Alonso wins it back. And we've got just over, or just under, I should say, 10 minutes to hold on here. Moffat. Palacios in a bit of space. Rodriguez, Blanchard perhaps for 3. Oh, what a finish! I thought it'd go wide, honestly. I wasn't really ready to celebrate. Achille Blanchard, if it wasn't sewed up before, it's sewed up now. Palacios once again creating this off the left. It's flicked on by Rodriguez and finished with perfection by Achille Blanchard. I believe he's now in double figures this season. That's his number 10 for the number 10. What a finish. Nothing the keeper could do about it. Took it perfectly. Perfectly even. Not perfectly, because that just sounds weird. And that's got to be, that has to be the 3 points signed, sealed and delivered now for Hartlepool United. It's the 10th goal of the season for Achille Blanchard. I thought it was as well. Gooderham down the right here is going to try and find a way to get his team back into this. Moffat just declines payment on that one and wins the throw-in as well. Douglas Moffat, man, what a legend he's going to be at this club if his potential shines through. He's still only showing great, so he'll only get to about 80 to 84, I think it is, or whatever it is for showing great potential. But you get to his 80 ratings, and it's so good to have him at 80 rated. Blanchard, Rodriguez, can he wrap up the celebrations here? He's going to have to cut inside, play it back to Blanchard. This is not, I mean, it is what I wanted to do there, but I wanted Thomas to not run away, and he did, so I have an issue. It's going to be Oxford here that go again. Moffat's fast enough to cut this out. Fantastic, fantastic player. Douglas Moffat, take a fucking bow. I mean, everyone's been good today. We did concede that goal, but beyond that, everyone's been good today. Blanchard from the edge of the area, he's tried it. Maybe should have passed it on one more, but 4 minutes of added time dictate. We've probably got a 3 points here now. Marius Thomas inside to Cassano and Corsi. He's going to go for another one here, boys, and he's absolutely shot the bed. Unlucky there. Browder Johnson coming on for Capozzo and Rodriguez. Some late changes from Oxford. It won't change anything in terms of scoreline, in terms of the result here today, but just to give them some minutes perhaps. I'm now more concerned about the injury to Martin Munoz, because even though we don't use him much, he's still a good winger. And we've got Ajeda ready to go on loan. It's a good block from Hansen to end out the match. It's a 3-1 win, and we open with a good victory there, to be honest with you. Oxford brought it to us, but we rode the storm. Duncan with some good saves, some good defending from both Hansen and Galloway today. And the Blanchard substitution was quite a smart one as well. He scored a beautiful goal to wrap up the 3 points. The goals from Palacios and Kosi and Blanchard today. Their goal coming from Brown. It is 3-1 at Victoria Park. Good start. Very happy with that. The only complaint obviously would be to try and keep the clean sheet, but you couldn't do much about that. And Corsi got caught, and Oxford made us pay. A good game out with that, and Corsi made up for it as well with the goal. So taking a look at the stats today, it's 55 to 45 in terms of possession in favour of the hosts. 11 shots to 7 as well, and 3.4 expected goals to 1.8. And the reason that Shaqiri was so piss poor is because a lot of them were blocked. So if you put the blocked in there, it's probably only one off target, so that's not too bad. But yeah, not great either, I suppose. Just a lot of closing down from their defence when we tried to shoot. Man of the match goes to Nicolas Palacios. He's still performing, and at some point we've got to have discussions about whether he comes in ahead of Ochoa, because he's been better than Ochoa this season. So that's just going to be a matter of thinking about and considering at some point. But Nicolas Palacios, another great performance today. Douglas Moffat as well, left back of dreams. He's not going anywhere for a long time to come. And if he keeps his potential tag, he might be one for the end of the series. Ewan Galloway, I wish I could say the same for him. He's had potential, unfortunately, but another fantastic display from him with Logan Duncan. 5 shots on his goal, 4 saves, 1 conceded. It was a good goal that they scored as well, so I can't really punish him too much for that. Assist coming from Carlos Rodriguez in 7.4. And Cassano and Corsi, a bit hit and miss today, but ultimately he paid off. Paid off using him. He got a goal, 7.4. Ramon Alonso as well, doing well. The other contributions coming from Achille Blanchard with the goal, 7.2. And the assist from Martin Munoz, so assist at 6.3. As for the away side, Javan Anderson, that's a difficult one to read. He did quite well with Palacios, considering, but still couldn't do incredible. Like, I mean, he did well, but couldn't do incredible because Palacios was just on a different gravy today. But 7.9 means he's their best player of the match. Brown with the goal as well. 7.8 for the centre attacking mid, with the assist coming from Tyler Gooderham, and 7.1 for him. We'll just give a quick little check if there's any regens. Peltier was a regen. Didn't look fantastic, to be fair, today, so no worries there. And Salvatore Greco, didn't even know he was on the pitch, to be honest with you. I think he was the one that came on for Mr. Peltier. I just want to check something here as well. We still had 4 subs, but couldn't make any more, and they had only 3 subs and could make more. It's a bit silly. I think that must just be a glitch. But that's fine. We didn't need him in the end. We won, and that's all that matters to me. Portsmouth also won, and Birmingham won as well. So, unfortunate there. On multiple occasions. Well, there you go. Munoz out for the rest of the season. It's a challenge for us. It does mean that we're going to need another right winger. But do we let Ojeda go out on loan and bring back Martinez for that job? Or do we just cancel the Ojeda loan? Or hell, do we even bring back another player that I can't remember the name of, but I know he's growing like a truck. There is a guy who's been growing crazy on his loan spells that we've had, and he's Australian, I think. I can't remember his name. I'm going into the squad tab to check after this. But we deserved our goals today. 3-on win is the correct result. Right. Munoz is out for 7 months. So it's either an ACL or a tibia. We know that much. ACL injury for Martin Munoz. God damn it. Another player ruled out for the rest of the season, which is unfortunate. But what we do know is that we do have options here. We have choices to make. For now, we've got Ojeda up until the end of the till January. So we're going to look at wingers here. I can't believe I'm actually going to have to potentially look for a winger. We've got too many fucking strikers, haven't we? But some of them are going out on loan. Some of them are going maybe on a permanent. Well, actually, I don't think any of them are going on a permanent. But some of them are going out on loan. So Mariano Martinez, he's got 1. Duncan Wilson, we need him to go out. But I think the man, it's either we go with Ojeda and cancel his loan, or bring back Martinez. I'm not sure which one we're going to go with yet. The other thing I was thinking was this man here, Jackson Barlow, who is looking fantastic, by the way. But I don't want to ruin his growth. I don't want to ruin his potential. So we'll maybe not go with that. I think it's either Ojeda or Martinez, which is fine. It's not like we're short of winger options, is it? Jesus Christ. Franicho still showing great potential, which is good. And he's still growing alright as well. Got a 5-star, 5-star on him. So I'm the youngest player in the game. I don't know who the youngest player. There's going to be a lot of 16s. So I don't know really. I could try. But I don't know how. I mean, there's actually not as many 16-year-olds as I thought there would be. Is there any good ones actually? There might be some good regens. But at the moment, I think we're sorted with the squad. We just need a bit more depth to get us through League One. Some okay talents here. Nothing I would probably say, wow, we need this. But not bad either. Decent names as well. Yeah, there's nobody really stand out there, unfortunately. And we're not in January yet, so they wouldn't even come through just now anyway. So what have we got next? Papa John's. Okay, we can rotate a bit for that. So let's move on. Before we do go in there, let's take a look at the table. I mean, Birmingham and Portsmouth both won, so it still remains like this. At the halfway point of the season, we're on 45 points, which is actually okay. It means if we keep going the way we're going, we're going to finish on 90 points, which actually might not be enough to get automatically promoted, which is mental. But at the same time, there's a lot of quality in this league, and I knew that coming in. I knew it was always going to be a difficult push to try and get to the League One title that the game wanted. But I reckon we can still stay about. Stoke have only lost 3 games all season, and they've drawn 11. That's kind of mad. Right. Papa John's Trophy. We'll get a second team out for this, and we'll make a couple of adjustments. Obviously, because Munoz is injured. Fran Ochoa wants to come in for the next game. We don't... Respectfully, Fran, it's a Papa John's Trophy game. I'm not going all out for it. Let's take a look then. Super sub Blanchard expires late when it looks for most of the game, or looked for most of the game, as if the two teams couldn't be separated in what was a very even contest. Blanchard came off the bench in the closing stages. It's about a last gasp victory for Hartlepool United. If I could read, that'd be great. Two teams fight to get to the top of the table met, and it was Hartlepool United who emerged victorious against Oxford. They'll hope the win will be a springboard to get off on a run of form in order to close the gap at the top. And of course, the Munoz injury worries fans. Hartlepool fans will have plenty to be worried about after yesterday's match against Oxford United. Munoz has picked up an ACL injury, leaving him unavailable for the rest of the season. Just pain for him and for us. And let's see who's got a Champions League round of 16 draw then. There's no Man United in here, unfortunately, or Man City. Decent draw, not too bad. I mean, Real Madrid and Liverpool's going to be an interesting one. Team of the week, we've got Nicolas Palacios in there as well. He has been popping off. But yeah, we've not got Munoz for 7 months, which will probably damage his potential, which isn't great. Hartlepool have confirmed Munoz will be out for approximately 7 months while he recovers from his ACL injury, which is absolutely painful. But we do have the options to back up that man, so that's okay. So we'll switch to the second side and we'll make adjustments as necessary. We've got a very tired Nkosi, which means McGregor will come in here. No, he won't, because we do need someone with actual defending. Do we actually... I mean, to be fair, we don't really have anyone. We just kind of... Ice Cochrane can come in. And I do want McGregor starting, actually, so I'll put McGregor there. Shabalala comes out for Hansen, because Hansen showed quite good flashes in that game. We'll put Fran Ochoa on the bench, although he's not complaining. And then we'll put on Rodriguez if we need a moment of madness. But we're going to start Murillo over Carpenter. Hopefully, a lot of these players can flourish on their loan spells. We've got too many bloody players. The highest rated in this team is... Where is he? Roberts at the moment. He's growing very well. He's doing fantastic. And he's only 20 years of age. He's got potential to be special. He's very fun to use. But we're going to give him a rest today. Because if I would put him on the bench, fuck it. It's the Papa John's Trophy. Yeah, why not? Tomlinson can have it. I was going to put McDonald in, but Tomlinson can have it. Alonso comes up for Vergara. I reckon that's it. I guess Tomlinson can have captaincy. I don't really know who else to give it. I suppose Cochrane can have it, actually. Right, so this is going to be a team for the game against Northampton in the second round. Is it the second round? I might be wrong with that, but it's one round of the Papa John's Trophy. Potentially our last chance at it if we get promoted. So we're going to go for it a little bit more than we usually would. Rojas in between the sticks. And Nkosi and Vergara as the fullbacks. Tomlinson and Hansen as the centre-backs. Cochrane, centre-mid and captain today with Reece McGregor at cam, who I've got big, big hopes for. Hansen off the left. Ajeda off the right. With Murillo and Arango up top. At Victoria Park. See what the other games are on tap today. Quite a few. Put them all on. Why not? I'm just being nosy. At Victoria Park for the second game of the episode, it's Hartlepool United versus Northampton. We're going for this episode quite quick, you know. Usually we'd be like an hour in at this point. It's only 45 minutes. If I need to go out in about, well, it's 2 hours and a half, but I want to get some food before I go out. So it might be a little shorter this episode. But we're still going to do the 5 matches, obviously, but... if we do lose, it ain't a big deal because it's the Papa John's Trophy, but I kind of want to win because it might be our last chance at this one if we get promoted, so it's kind of a mix. United chance, of course, as usual. We always get backed at the homestead. Victoria Park, always rocking. Whether it be a league clash, whether it be an important game, or whether it be a game like Papa John's Trophy, there's always plenty of fans to fill the stadium. And the Hartlepool fans, the legion of Hartlepool fans is increasing by the day. They've got mostly a full 11, some backups on the pitch as well. But a lot of them are full 11 players. So if we do lose, they've got a bit stronger than us. But at the same time, I reckon we can do it. And we've also got heavy hitters on the bench should we require them. So I guess we'll see how it goes. But today, one of these teams will advance in the Pizza Cup. So I like to call it, of course it's a Papa John's Trophy, but I like to call it the Pizza Cup. Cochrane gets this game purely because he was exhausted last game, and then Coast is exhausted now, so he's not going to get this game. Which is fine. Cochrane can have a good run out. He's the captain side today. Peary try to get through immediately. Tomlinson just closes him down, says no to that. And now it could be us that goes straight through. Ramon Murillo could find Arango here to make it 1-0 early, but he's taking it. Why? Arango, please, just know that your left foot is your strong foot. Fuck's sake. He's taking it on his weak foot. He sliced the fucker. That could have been 1-0. I maybe could have had a bit more time to compose myself, but at the same time, why is he not just taking it on his left foot? Christ almighty on a bike. Cochrane can't get there. It could be a Peary, closed down by Nemeni and Kosi. Initially, oh my god. Don't tell me that's Nkosi injured. He's got a knock, lovely. Okay, cool. Should be able to run it off. We don't have a Moffat on the bench, I don't think, so he's going to have to run it off. Rio might be offside there. I mean, Birmingham are already losing. Was that Birmingham? I think it was. And Nemeni and Kosi could be in trouble. He's twisted his knee. Good tackle, Hansen. Cochrane will get that hopefully away. Passes it straight to McGregor, who, granted, was in the way of the pass. But you'd have to fucking eat it at him, Cochrane, man. Ojeda. Do we keep him around or do we bring back Martinez? That's not the pass I even remotely tried to do. Ball could go through to Pereira here. With injured Nkosi at the moment, it's not going to be good if they attack down this right side. But I don't have a left back on the bench, I don't think. Ball in, saved by Rojas. Rebound could happen here. Blocked by Tomlinson. Away by Vergara. And a bit of a scare there for Hartlepool United. What's up, Johnny? Welcome back, mate. Ojeda. Blocked. Now McGregor. Wanted to go to Ojeda again. That could work too. Murillo. Ramon Murillo makes it 1-0 Hartlepool. I didn't expect that to go in, to be honest, but it has. And we take the lead. That pass there to Arango was actually meant for Ojeda. But it worked because Arango just knocked it off to Murillo, who got that little step away and just put his boot through it. Did I watch United yesterday? Yes. Well, I didn't watch the full game. I watched the highlights. I was busy during the game, so I couldn't watch the game, but I watched the highlights. Some good fucking play from us, and we beat them twice, so we take that. Beat them in the actual game, beat them on the penalties. Fantastic. Good save, Rojas. It was a good effort. Rojas had it watched the whole way though. Gar out to Ojeda. I do like a lot. Like a loan spell would be good for him. Ramsdale's awful. Yeah, he's overrated to fuck, man. Everyone, all the Arsenal fans think he's so good. He's not. The reason Pickford's still in net for England as well. Ojeda towards Hansen. Couldn't find him. Mario, could he win that? He does, to be fair. Didn't expect him to. Ojeda. Arango. Oh my god, take it on your left. One more time, Arango, where you take it on your right foot instead of your right. Oh, sorry, your right foot instead of your left. Fucking hell. Still not awake yet, fully. It's the weekend. I'm never usually awake. I'm in a constant state of sleepy. Harrop inside. And Kosi seems to have run the injury off, which is good. And he'll get it away as well. Walsall lead, I think it said. Hansen. Trying to find the way inside here. Goes to Cochrane. And now McGregor. It's not where I put the pass, cunt. Why is Murillo so far back? AFTV. I've not watched the AFTV. The AFTV reaction yet. I'll need to watch that because it'd be fucking hilarious. Everyone was complaining as well about Martinez playing like it was an actual like serious game rather than pre-season, but the whole point is in pre-season is to play like you want to win, so you're ready for the season. I don't understand the problems around Martinez. Vieira's ball landed in my guard. Was he that bad? I mean, to be honest, Fabio Vieira needs a loan, or at least a permanent move, or at least a loan, I guess. Play awful and you won't get in the squad. True. That's somehow gone in. I don't know if it's going to be credited to Tomlinson or if it's going to be an own goal. Tomlinson celebrating it. I don't really know what's happened here. What's up, German Merlin? Welcome to the stream, mate. I'm doing good. Just doing some good old career mode. I don't really know what's... It's a bit of a... I need to watch it. I might need to go back into instant replay here. Tomlinson heads it off their player, and it deflects off their other player, past the goalkeeper, tried to save it. This is a comedy of errors. Sign Marquinhos, he's right wing and has insane potential. I'm doing a Hartlepool career mode. I'm still in League One. I couldn't sign him if I wanted to. But basically, the whole point of this career mode is it's youth academy and regens only. So I won't be signing real players, which makes it a bit more difficult, a bit more of a challenge. But I do appreciate signing, because Marquinhos is good on this game. So, just watch his back. Tomlinson heads it. It hits off at number 13. Just trying to get a good angle on this so I'm not blocking it. It goes past Nkosi. This defender here is squarely in the way. The goalkeeper has this. But then it just bounces off a defender's face into a different direction. The keeper can't adjust. He tries to save it. It goes through his fingers, I think. Oh, no, it doesn't. He's caught off the back of his hand and it just finds the back of the net. What a comedy of errors. It's 2-0. Maguire on goal luck. Definitely a lot of luck in that one. Northampton will be kicking themselves. This isn't even our full team either. This is not the same Northampton we played earlier in the season. The same Northampton we played earlier in the season was actually organised and played well. This Northampton is disorganised and is not doing great. They made chances, but they haven't been able to find the back of the net yet. What a goal. Fantastic finish. But on this occasion, this Northampton is not what we played earlier this season. The Northampton we played before were very good. This one's been fucking shite. To put a goal in their own net. I would like the credit to go to Tomlinson, but obviously you can't give it to Tomlinson when it's taken 2 deflections off of 2 different players. So I understand that. Oh, Christ. Where's my whole midfield? I'll mess up here. I'll mess up big time. Tomlinson closed it down. He's been class today so far. An advocate for more game time, perhaps. I think we got him out on a loan potential. Alright. Try to loan him, is what I'm trying to say. We'll put him on the loan list. If we didn't, I might. We've already got half the squad, or over half the squad probably out on loan. Or on the loan list. It's not where I've passed it. Fucking hell. I mean, I'm not doing any favours for myself here, but Tomlinson seems to be on his game today. We're 2-0 up as well, so we can just chill a bit. Our second team is beating most of Northampton's main team. That's good. Morale boost when we play them again in the league, which is in January. I was lunging in a bit too much. I need to lunge in less. Good interception in Corsi. It's probably the reason why I tried to injure him, because he's bloody good. Hansen, Murillo, Arango, please. Bag for yourself. Blocked. Comes to McGregor. That's me a block. Oh my god, he's just shot that wide. I can't believe that. I was doing a Vardy career, my goalkeeper started becoming prime Messi. Fucking hell. Fair play. My goalkeeper will either be really, really good or he'll be really, really bad. And there's no in between. Like, there's no balance. He'll either concede, like, he'll put a clean sheet in, like, have about 10 shots or 11 shots. He'll just do ridiculous, like Superman in the back of the net there. And the next game he'll concede 6 and let the easiest ones in. And I don't understand why. Half time anyway, 2-0 up. What did I miss? My PC shut down. You did miss the. I'm guessing you missed the own goal. Basically, there was an own goal, and we're now 2-0 up. It took 2 deflections on the way through, and we're leading 2-0 against Northampton. So it's a good start. Murillo and a Norman Jr. own goal give us the lead in this Papa John's Trophy tie, and I don't think we need to change much, to be honest. These are the results around the grounds then. Charlton Athletic drawing 0-0 with Salford. Birmingham drawing 1-1 with Colchester. Rotherham leading Sutton 1-0. 1-1 between Cheltenham and Oxford. 1-0 to Walsall over Rochdale. 0-0 between Peterborough and Bolton. And then 0-0 as well between AFC Wimbledon and Cambridge. At Victoria Park, it's 2-0 to Hartlepool. 52 to 48 in terms of possession. 7 shots to 5. And 3.1 expected goals to 0.8. So let's try and just see this one out. See what we can do. You won the game, just go to the result. I would, but... Oh. That's going to be yellow, at least on Hansen. Not on... Well, the guy who slid Hansen. Yeah, Harvey Linton getting yellow card. I would sim to the end, but I've had games where I've been 2-0 up before, sim to the end and lost, so I'm not trusting it. I'm not trusting it to go at least a couple more goals. Got plenty of situations where I've simmed it 2-0 and lost. And Corsi into Cochrane. Ball into Arango. Back to Cochrane. It's not. I thought I was going to go to McGregor, to be honest with you. I was going to shoot. But then I went to Cochrane and I shot and it did nothing. Arango. I keep forgetting how tall Arango actually is. I keep thinking like he's small, but he's actually 5'11", which again isn't incredibly tall. Cochrane! Oh my god, Jack Cochrane! What a finish! From the captain of the day. That surely seals the deal. You would think. What a finish off the edge of the area. Just teed it up for himself. 0.05 expected goals. The keeper could be doing better, but that's still a fantastic goal. 3-0 to the good now. Thought, all right, mate. Cochrane's just popping off a little bit today. First game in this Papa John's Trophy tournament. We not really needed to use him. We only used him today because Nkosi was tired. The other Nkosi, by the way. We've got Nkosi at centre mid. This is Nkosi at left back, who's not as tired. Plus, Tomlinson. Problem with Tomlinson is when he blocks it, he touches it about 3 yards away from himself. But now he's on the run here, and he's got confidence. Centre back run. Going to play it out to Hansen. Into Arango. We find a room to shoot here. Or play it to Murillo at least. Good save. Makier. I think that's his name. Probably pronounced it wrong. I'm a little bit more confident now, but I've again lost it from here as well. I've had it where it's been 3-3 and we lose on penalties in Sims. Plus, I just like playing the whole game so I can see what my full team's capable of. I'm going to have Hansen bring it in because he's smaller than Ojeda. Or than Arango. Tomlinson! Oh my god. Hansen! Oh my god! What the fuck? Take a bow! Ronnie Hansen! From range! 0.0 expected goals. What the fuck is that? You even got a voice crack to get involved. 2 stunners. First from Cochrane, then from Hansen. Northampton are not on their game today. They didn't want this to begin with. Or we've just been very good. Or maybe a bit of both. Ball across by Harrop finds nobody. If I'd simmed through this all, I would not have got the 2 stunners from Cochrane and Hansen. Ronnie Hansen, mate. What is wrong with you, mate? I think if he does continue this way, he might actually overtake Galloway. Of course, Galloway hit his potential of 72, which is painful, but I mean, he's still here for the long term. He's still a defender I like to use a lot, so I'm not going to be selling him. Oh, Christ. Oh, Cochrane. Good win. Why isn't it letting me be Cochrane? There we go. I mean, I think we've got it now. We're just gonna have some fun with it. Arango, can he make it 5? Arango has got some kind of curse at the moment. He just can't find the back of the net. Everyone else can score. They'll score stunners or they'll score some kind of goal. Arango just can't seem to find the back of the net at the moment. Maybe we'll loan him out. I don't know. Jada. Towards Tomlinson. It's away only as far as McGregor. Is Cochrane going to go? Why not, mate? Why not? It's been one of those days. It's blocked by Norman Jr. He's already put one in his own net, so I don't know if I would have maybe risked that. Cochrane. Oh, Cochrane. Into Murillo. Straight at the goalkeeper. But it's been a great day for a lot of these players. A good run out for the younger players who don't get as much game time. And for Cochrane as well, he's been able to captain this today because he's the only senior player out the lot. And it looks as if we will advance to the 3rd round of the Papa John's. Tomlinson's there, enough to stop that shot being too bad, and Rojas has the ball. Maybe we'll make a change. Is there any more changes we can make? Fuck it, bring on Dalton. I'm not going to bring on McDonald though, because Tomlinson and Hansen have been fantastic today. Tomlinson's been class in defence. His antics as well up front led to an own goal. Not to mention Hansen's just corker. Arango. Let's try and win a penalty, I'm going to be honest with you. Cochrane for 5. Great save. We're just having fun now. We're just having fun. It's also a good way to just relax in the league. Dalton for McGregor, probably the only change we'll make today. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Arango, ball in, and Kosi, the target's going to fall to Cochrane. Why not, mate? Try one from range. Maybe should have power shot it. We're just going for goal of the season contenders now, aren't we? 4-0. This Northampton is... I mean, it's a weaker Northampton, but it's also a weaker Hartlepool. As of course, this is the Hartlepool team we should be using, and the main team's just not as good as maybe the backup team's better than the main team. It's a good ball in. Harrop gets one back for Northampton. I mean, they're celebrating it, but it's 4-1. And the worldie was scored by a centre-back, so... I don't really know what to tell you. Power shots are easy to score if you're not away with them. Yeah, it's just try to find the time to do it as well because they shut you down quite quick. Maybe could have done a bit better marking Harrop, but we're not going to care, are we? We've won this. We're through to the next round. They can celebrate it. They can have that to take with them. They've been very poor today. And that goal probably lift their spirits a little bit. I don't think it'll be any danger. If they somehow make it 4-all, then that'll be a problem. But I think for now we're golden. Hansen. In fact, I'm probably going to bring on Ochoa because he wanted the game today. That's an awful shot from Cochrane. We'll bring on Ochoa. We don't really need him, but we'll bring him on because he asked for game time. I don't want I'll try and keep it as like happy at this club as I can. We've got too many bloody players. A lot of them will go out on loan in January, which is fine. Hansen, what a tackle. Threw his body in the way. Him and Tomlinson today have been fantastic. Hansen's one that I know is going to get more first team game time along the way, but Tomlinson's making a case for it too. Good interception by Hansen. Can't win the second ball though. It's a shot which is saved by Rojas. Change now for Northampton. Oh, it's not actually for Northampton, it's for us. I forgot I did this. Ochoa for Hansen. I mean, Ochoa's going to start the next game anyway because he's our best left winger in terms of rating, but in terms of stats this season, Palacios has outdone him, which is hilarious, but also good. It just shows that we've got... I'm glad that we've got plenty of options that can play well. Like if somebody's having an off day, we've got somebody else who'll have an on day immediately. Which is really good. Like, the main example of that is if Fran Ochoa's not doing well, we've got Palacios as backup, and he comes on and has a great day. Or just as well if somebody's tired. Like Cochrane the other game there, if he was tired, we brought in Nkosi, another good game. I mean, that he did give away the goal against them, against Oxford, but he also scored a goal, so it cancels out. Ochoa, he's got a bit of fun here, I think. I don't think he's going to care too much. Arango turns, please. Now you can have it on your right. Oh, man. Remember when Arango, I thought was... Like, Arango last season went on that fucking scoring streak of about 10 goals in a row. And now this season, he's just struggling to score one. I think he scored twice this season entirely, which is not great. I think maybe a loan spell might be required for the boy. Because who we've got as backup? We've got Rodriguez and Blanchard, who are usually starters. Howell is backup. I guess we've got to keep Arango around just in case one of them gets injured. I've consigned myself to the fact that Arango probably won't be here by the end of the series, which is painful, but something you've got to accept. Arango, please. Oh, man, try to switch onto his left. It's like try to switch fucking... I don't know, I was going to say something offensive. I'm not going to say something offensive, but it's like try to switch... I don't know. I can't really say it. But basically, he doesn't switch onto his left foot very fast. Murillo. Arango, please, get your goal. Oh, my God. Ojeda. Oh, my God. What a save from Ojeda's shot, to be fair. I've got to give the keeper credit. He's conceded 4, but that's a cracking save onto the post. 6 minutes of added time. I don't know why they're necessary with 3 goals up. Who's my favourite player that can be playing or retired? In real life or in FIFA? Because in real life, I think there's only one answer to it, and his name's Wayne Rooney. I could say Beckham, but I didn't really see him a lot in his heyday because I was still too young. But I'd probably say Rooney, probably my favourite to watch. It's another one. They can have another one, apparently. I don't really know what we're doing there, but they can't really do anything to get back into the game. We'll let them have their moment. But yeah, I'd probably say Wayne Rooney. FIFA, I've had a good load of youth academy players that I've really liked to use. But no, absolutely Wayne Rooney. I can't really say beyond that. I'm a Man United fan, so it kind of adds up. There's rival players I've enjoyed watching, but I don't think any of them are as much fun to watch as Wayne Rooney. Who's yours then, Johnny? What would you say yours is? Or who would you say yours is? My other one would probably be either Messi or Ronaldo. I know that's kind of just a general answer. It's a mainstream answer, but they're just that good. Joe gets tackled, but it doesn't matter. That's the end of the game. So we advance in the Papa John's Trophy. We're giving a bit more of a reaction than I hoped we would. It's the Papa John's Trophy. It's not the Champions League. I don't know why we're going absolutely mental. I am going to watch those Hansen and Cochrane goals again, though, just so you know. Pele's a cracking shout. The reason I can't say Pele, though, is because I've never watched him when he was around because I wasn't around. But what he's done in his career, what he did in his career, he is one of the best of all time. I just wish I could have been around to watch him. Maradona as well is up there. But I think my favourite to actually My favourite that I've actually experienced and actually watched is Wayne Rooney. Right, so let's take a look at these goals again. Cochrane said, fucking, here you go, let's have a stunner. Let's just go for a bit of a goal of the season comp here. It wasn't great, granted, because the keeper could have done a lot better with it. It should have probably been, well, maybe not a save because it was still arcing quite high, but positioning there could have been a bit better. Cochrane put a banger in. And then Ronnie Hansen was like, all right, mate, hold my beverage. Tomlinson's shot gets blocked, plays it back to Ronnie Hansen, who just clarts it from the edge of the area into the top left. What a goal. That's a centre-back, by the way. You can't get more upper echelon than that. You can't get better than that. I haven't, but my granddad did. Ah, fair enough then. Yeah, no, Pele is one of the best. I've seen, obviously, stuff on YouTube, but I think to experience it live would be a madness. But yeah, he's one of the best goal scorers of all time. It's understandable. 56 to 44 in terms of possession, 21 shots to 11. I mean, some of those shots were just pot shots just because we were already up and we were just like kind of chilling, really. And 6.6 expected goals, 2.9. That's not the same Northampton I played earlier this season, but it doesn't matter to me. We advance in the Papa John's Trophy. Man of the match goes to Jake Tomlinson, which you can't really deny because he was fantastic today at the defence and up front off the corners. He was causing issues. Got an assist as well. I suppose he assisted Hansen's, didn't he? 8.4 for him. Cochrane as well, 8.2 and a goal. Ramon Murillo was lively today as well, and a goal and 8.1. And Arango did good. It's just trying to find a goal with him. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack at the moment. I don't understand why he can't put the ball in the back of the net. He did get an assist in 7.9 though, and then Ronnie Hansen, screamer. He was good in defence as well. They haven't rated him too highly for whatever reason. 7.2 is okay, but also that banger from the edge of the area. Mateo Rojas could have done a bit better today, but it's all right. We won anyway. We'd already won by the point that they were scoring goals. So 6 shots on his goal, 3 saves, 2 conceded. The math ain't mathing there, but we move. And then Reece McGregor with an assist as well. Didn't feel as lively as he usually, or as he has done in recent games, but that's okay. And some of these lower ratings, they came on late and the game was done. So we're not going to dwell on them too much. Man of the match for Northampton was Tommy Conway with an assist and an 8. Pinnock with an assist as well, 7.7. Mekir did quite well to prevent it from being more than 4, to be honest. 12 shots in his goal, 9 saves, 3 conceded. And the reason it says 3 conceded, I'll show you in a minute as we continue to scroll down. Harrop with a goal and 7.2. Fox with a goal and 7.1. And the reason that he only conceded 3 goals is because one of them went down as an own goal from this man, David Norman Jr. Tomlinson causing chaos. And it ended up being an own goal. And the Perry today, who kind of ran rampant on us and is running rampant a little bit in League One as well, didn't really perform today. Any regens that we could sign, perhaps? There's that guy that was just at the bottom there. I scroll past him. I don't think there's any others. Leonardo dos Santos. He's a goalkeeper though, and we're probably okay for goalkeepers at the moment. But we advanced to the 3rd round of the Papa John's Trophy, as did Birmingham, unfortunately. But Portsmouth, our other league rivals, got knocked out in the groups, so we don't have to worry about them. Didn't just win the game, we did it in style. You're telling me we did it in style. Ronnie Hansen decided, fuck it. We're going for goal of the season. I mean, it was a good. We let it too late, but that's not. I guess not the end of the world. Yeah, it didn't seem as if we missed Munoz. We have good enough wingers to not worry about Munoz too much, but we'll be happy when he's back. Of course, you don't want somebody to get a 7-month injury, do you? Really? So that's 2 players now on 7-monthers. I mean, McGregor's only got 5 months probably of his injury now, but still. It took a while for the first goal to come. Didn't we score in the first half twice? Weren't we 2-0 up at half time? Great performances today. We were 2-0 up at half time. I don't understand that question. So yeah, I don't know who we're going to be facing next, but more cup competition action is awaiting us. Marius Thomas is wanting a bit more game time. I've got him in mind. And Franichal was happy he got some game time as well. Because he asked for it, to be fair. Didn't do much because he didn't have time to do much. And he didn't need to do much. Hansen scores first goal this season. And what a goal it was! Gordon Simpson will make the loan move now. Or not now, but in January to Sepsi. That's agreed. Here we go, confirmed. Up next is Lincoln. But I want to see if we know who we've got in the next round of the Papa Johns. Round 3. We've been drawn against Mansfield in the round of 16. That's not too bad, you know. As long as we can avoid Birmingham for as long as possible, we're probably fine. They're the only other real big team that I'm scared of. Because, of course, Portsmouth, whatever group they're in, I think they're in one of the northern groups for whatever reason. They got... Oh, wait, no, they got through. Wait, what? Oh, but they lost to Grimsby. Okay, that's fine. But, yeah, so Mansfield's not too bad. And in the FA Cup as well. We'll be playing the second round replay today against Swindon. But before that, we've got Lincoln. And we need to keep winning to try and keep up with the teams at the top. I'm just going to save over quickly. So lose any progress, especially losing that Hansen goal. I don't want to lose the Hansen goal. My God, what a game. I mean, we've got some stunners there. But now it's back to serious business. Now it's back to the real shit. So how long's McGregor got for his injury? He's probably still got a while, yeah. 5 months with a broken tibia, which is so upsetting. I hope his potential tag doesn't go. Lebohang Malangu's coming along well, you know. Every time I think, oh, he's probably not going to get any better, he's probably not going to get involved, he's like, hold up. But yeah, some good players here, and then Munoz out for 7 months with an ACL. Playtime, team performance, and contract is all thumbs down, but I can't really do much about that, mate, when you can't play. What are the contracts looking like? People are not earning a lot. Highest contract at the moment is Blanchard with 3.4. And they're all long-term deals. We're going to have to renew a few next year, though. Contreras, Patterson, Holmes, Baldwin, Tomlinson, Dalton, Carpenter, and Ollie McGregor. So a bit of business next year. But for now, we're good. So up next, then, is going to be Lincoln City. Before that, we've got a pretty much press conference for whatever reason. I've all the games to have one for. I don't know if it'll be Lincoln. I wouldn't say we've not made a great start. We've fallen behind a little bit. But we can improve. There's still plenty of time. We're only halfway through the season. I'm sure Portsmouth and Birmingham will drop points at some point, you'd hope. We scored 5 against Lincoln last time. I don't remember the score of that. I'm going to have to go check the calendar. I'm just hoping we don't lose to them. I'd like to keep winning as much as I can, please, because we're on a bit of a catch-up grind. And we'll make our fans happy. It's the 3rd successive home game in a row. Then we've got 2 away fixtures to end the episode. Up next then, Lincoln. Before we go in, let's read the news. Hansen scores first goal this season. Boy, does he. Hansen scored for the first time this season to push Hartlepool United to a 4-2 win against Northampton Town. Of course, Munoz is gone for a while, unfortunately. And I've made it quite well known, that I don't really like having a tall winger. But ultimately, I still don't want anyone injured. Right, up next then. Let's get into it with Lincoln. Cochrane's tired again, which means Nkosi will step in. Seems to be like a swap for swap at the moment. Which is fine by me, because Nkosi's good. I mean, Munoz will have to drop to the bench, which Howell goes on to. Ochoa can have a start. I mean, Placer's doing good, but Ochoa can have a start. Do we just go full strength, maybe? I will give Marius Thomas a chance. He asked for a game. And put Cochrane on the bench, just in case. And you know, I'm tempted to either give Ronnie Hansen or Jake Tomlinson another go for this one. You know what, we're going to give Tomlinson another run out. Very much impressed me in that last game. So I'm not going to complain about him. And that's going to be the team for the game against Lincoln City. There's some tiredness in their team as well, but we've managed to play smart and we've got the full team pretty much on full stamina. Of course, a couple of changes, just two to what original, or three, I guess, to what the main starting 11 lineup would be. Duncan in goal, Moffat and Alonso as the fullbacks, Tomlinson and Galloway as the centre backs, and Corsi centre mid with Thomas at cam. Ochoa left wing, Roberts right wing, and up front we've got Blanchard and Rodriguez, who's captaining the side today. They've got 5 at the back. I'm not excited for this. We're at Victoria Park. Let's just keep the ones that I care about on. Who are Portsmouth playing? Are Portsmouth playing? I can't find them. Maybe they're playing later. But anyway, Hartlepool versus Lincoln City. It's the second game, or the third game I should say today. Second game in the league today. At Victoria Park. Let's get into it before I confuse everybody, including myself. All this music going into the match because it gets me copyright claimed. Well, content ID claimed. It's not a big deal. The United chants in full force once again. Of course, we are United. Of the Hartlepool variety. No worries, Johnny. Have a good day, mate. This should be a win, but their left centre mid and their striker they got Player of the Month nominees last month, so we're in a good run of form. But we're in a better run of form because we are Hartlepool. We are strong. Can we get our third successive win today on stream? As well as our second in the league. So far we've beaten Oxford 3-1. We beat Northampton 4-2. Should be 5-3, right? I really hope not, honestly, genuinely. Tackle Alonso. It's going to be thrown to us as well. It's come off Duffy last. Smart. Alonso's very good. He's no Ollie McGregor, of course, but that's because I like the Scottish kind of aspect. He's decent enough. Alonso. Losing out, but fall to you and Galloway, who's playing right centre back today. Because he's okay on both sides, whereas Tomlinson, I think he needs to be on the left. Blanchard. Try to pick out Rodriguez. Oh, it's just not enough room to find a shot. It's a good ball through, actually, so you can get to Rodriguez. Rodriguez did well keeping himself onside, but just not enough, like, room, I guess, to find a... Tried to lob him, but not enough room to find a shot. At the corner. I think it's actually Cough Roberts, never mind. We'll look at the corner. That's smart from the Lincoln fullback. I was trying to do the old Roberts touchline run, which I don't know if it's an old thing, but it's going to be a thing I'm doing a lot more with him. Roberts just cutting down the line, going along the byline and passing it back. Might try and do that a bit more with him because he's got the pace to do it. He's got the ability to do it. So it might become a trademark of Ethan Roberts, the byline run, the Roberts byline run. Good close down by Alonso. Roberts gets past his man. It could be curtains here. The Roberts byline run. Decides to go differently. Rodriguez very far back, for whatever reason, and it's going to bounce perfectly to their striker. Okay, Galloway closed it down. And Nkosi's going to press now. And he does press well. Ochoa into Nkosi. On to Roberts. Can he find room for a shot? He can. Just wide though. Good footwork and enough pressure by the Hartlepool centre-back to put off Ethan Roberts. And it is a wide effort there from the Welshman. Nkosi. Rodriguez gets caught by Iona, and it's going to be Lincoln now. Good save, Duncan. For a second I thought we conceded, but Duncan read it well. Lincoln get their first corner of the match. It looks as well if they're going to go short with it. It's kind of boring, but what can you do? Low options here. We can try and counter if we can get the ball. We can't. It's now a good save from Duncan. Just tries to keep closing down the options there, but they kept finding the way round. Number 12 there, I'm not sure his name. Firing a shot at Duncan, but it's kind of at him. It was a comfortable save from a Scotsman. Ochoa gets enough on it, and now Rodriguez does have the pace to counter. This man is gliding through. This man is gliding through. Oh, this man is too fucking good. And of course, it's the league's top scorer to open the scoring. Lincoln just had a corner, by the way. Ochoa knocked it to Rodriguez, who just ran the whole length of the pitch. And places it past the Lincoln goalkeeper. That's my number 9. I think that's number 15 in the season now for the Peruvian Prince, Carlos Rodriguez. Top scorer in the league for a reason. The reason being that he scores a lot of goals, obviously, but still, fantastic player. Cracking player. Just different gravy, honestly, sometimes. By Marius Thomas, although he didn't really need to cut it out, it just was kind of passed at him. That was for Roberts. So why it's locked onto Robert Alonso, I am in absolutely disarray. Give him too much space there. Doing it again. Again, I don't know what I was doing there, giving him so much space to work, but Thomas deals with it. Roberts doesn't quite get there. I mean, it could have been a bit heavier played by Rodriguez, but we move. Alonso makes a tackle and Galloway gets it gone. Roberts asking for it while he's still onside. He's going to get it as well. Too good for this league. I think if we don't make it up to the division, we're going to have a serious conversation about Selden. Blanchard is cleared away. It's a good save, but nearly trickled in anyway. Ochoa can't keep it in. It's going to be thrown to Lincoln. But yeah, I think if we don't get promoted, which is going to be probably resulting in our sacking at the same time, but I think Roberts might have to make a move elsewhere because he's just too good. Rodriguez is going nowhere. Rodriguez is the whole point of this. The whole building block. He's here from day one, literally. He was in our initial scouting report all the way from the start. Him and Martin Munoz and Ronan Cash were our first 3 players. I checked the video out yesterday. I want to see where I was checking through the videos a little bit, trying to see when we got Rodriguez, and I forgot he was literally first day. So it's Rodriguez, Cash, and Munoz, the originals. So far, I've only kept 2 out of 3. Ronan Cash, I'm going to go have a check on him after this match now, he's in my mind. If I remember. Maybe Rhodes back for him because his potential was quite good, but it just felt like forever. He was taking forever to grow. He's grown well out with the club. He says he can't come back. I'm open to returns, not just ridiculous, like not ridiculous amounts of returns. Sutherland is one that might be locked in. It really depends on how Moffat goes. But Sutherland's got to be one down the line we've got to be thinking about. Good tackle by Galloway, but can't keep possession. Still 1-0 to the good off that counter-attack goal from Carlos Rodriguez. But Lincoln are sniffing about. Oh, I don't know about that one, you know. That shouldn't be going in, should it? That's me, it gets easily saved or blocked. Maybe Duncan saw it late. I'm not really sure what's happened here, to be honest. Tried to bring Thomas across, it was a bit late. Duncan could be doing better with that. It's a good finish though, but Duncan could be getting a hand to it. What all then? Absolutely nowhere. I know Lincoln have been pressing, but I don't know if that should have gone in really. I mean, it has gone in and it's a good finish, don't get me wrong, but I think Duncan should be doing better in that sitch. He had a good day otherwise so far, so I'm not going to hold it against him. I think that's got to be a save. Alonso, that was for Thomas. So of course it locks onto the player further away rather than the player that's opening and closer. Apparently it's foul there. I mean it was, but that's not the point. Lincoln get a free kick on the halfway line. Tomlinson, good header. He's not really... I say he's not really been that good today, but he's not really needed to do much yet. On the ball there. Plays it off to Rodriguez. Most of the stuff's come down Galloway and Alonso's side. With Tomlinson not needing to do much. And when he's been needed, he's usually been there. Moffat puts a lunge in, somehow doesn't get the ball, which is interesting. Tomlinson block. Lincoln corner, 10.5 probably. And there's the Ethan Erhahan goal again. I'm guessing... I don't think I guess Duncan saw it late. Because that's stoppable. It's a smart finish into the bottom left, but that's stoppable in my opinion. Tomlinson does win that, and it's away by Nkosi. That should end the half. I don't think we're getting enough time for a counter. No. 1-1 at the break then at Victoria Park. Carlos Rodriguez's counter-attack goal cancelled out by Erhahan's bottom left corner finish. One all at the break. Not bad. Could be better. I wish that goal had been stopped, obviously. That's how football works, but we can work on this. We can get a second in the second half, I think. I think we've got the potential to do it. Anyway, looking around the grounds, Charlton Athletic drawing 0-0 with Bristol Rovers. 1-1 between Sheffield Wednesday and Birmingham. If Sheffield Wednesday could do me a solid and we could take advantage of that, that'd be fantastic. Accrington drawing 1-1 with Rotherham United. Peterborough drawing 0-0 with Oxford United. 1-0 to Burton Albion over Rochdale. 1-1 between Walsall and Wickham. 0-0 between Northampton and Stoke City. 1-0 to Derby County over Shrewsbury. 0-0 between Cambridge United and Cheltenham Town. And then Tranmere Rovers with no goalkeeper drawing 1-1 with promotion hopefuls MK Dons. 1-1 as well here at Victoria Park. 52-48 in terms of possession. Lincoln have had slightly more of the ball. It's 5 shots to 4 as well. They've had slightly more chances. But in terms of expected goals, we take the lead in that stat. It's 1.3 to 0.9. So at this rate, I think 1-0 is probably the correct result. But we need to push a little bit more, try and find something in the second half, dig deep, and get past this 5 back to find a winner. So I think it's probably going to be a 1-goal thing. Whoever gets the goal gets the win. Achoa's just not... I don't know what's up with him. He's just not feeling it for me right now. I'll probably bring on Palacios at some point in the second half. Or I've put him on the bench, which I hope I have. Tomlinson blocks the ball in. It's corner to Lincoln to open the half. And Lincoln really going for this. I've got to respect it, to be fair. Header only as far as Rodriguez. It's not going to be away. Duncan was sorted at near post, saving Pool's shot. And we'll bring it away now. Manchester United Youth Academy player. Former Youth Academy player. He's not there anymore. Regan Pool. Moffat's just going for it. He's just put all the eggs in one basket here. He's come back to Blanchard. Into Marius Thomas. Who can't get a shot off. Second back to Cherry. Blocked again. The Frenchman's goal scoring exploits have really slowed down, but to be fair, we didn't expect him in the first place, so I can't really complain. Good block by Galloway. So way to, well, it was for Thomas, but Roberts has nicked it. Rodriguez, now Thomas. Heavy ball, trying to knock it back to Blanchard. Just a little too heavy there from the Peruvian Prince. Caught by Galloway on the halfway line there. And Corsi into Marius Thomas. Roberts cutting inside, gets absolutely clattered. It's a clean tackle, but if he got injured off of that, I'd been fuming. I know where they want to try and get it, but I don't know if I'll be able to close it down. Ramon Alonso gets a foot in, and that should be sorted. Galloway plays it to the Spanish right back. Now we'll go down the line with Roberts. Good cut inside. Off to Thomas. Nkosi. Try to find a Choa, but defender got in the way. Half hour left. Still no sign of a winner from, well, I suppose more of a sign from Lincoln than there was from us, to be honest there. Ball in, it's not been caught well, and it's going to be an easy stop for the Scotsman Logan Duncan. Now we just push with pace, I think now. I think we just got to go all out pace. Roberts, oh, he's just run the wrong way. Why? Oh, if I'm moving the stick one way, why are you going the other way? Make some changes very soon. Just have to score here. Lincoln coming forward again is Ruffin. Blocked by Tomlinson again. Smart defender from him. He's really making a case to be involved a bit more in this first team action. Roberts again. Rodriguez. Blanchard in the centre. Beautiful play. Beautiful play from a very good team. That's number 11 this season for Achille Blanchard. Roberts started all off, of course. Playing it to Rodriguez, who adds another one to his collection of contributions. And it's Achille Blanchard that puts us in the lead. Pokes it into the bottom left. And I'm very happy now to make some changes. As we take the lead, Achille Blanchard, the number 10. Let's make some changes then. See what we can do. Bring on Palacios. We'll bring on Mills. We'll bring on Howell. Yes, for Rodriguez. That's a big move. And we'll bring on Nkosi for Alonso. Quadruple substitution here just to freshen things up. You see all the bodies coming on and coming off. Just a big freshen up top and, well, I guess everywhere. 2-1 now. We just need to hold on. Like I said, it's probably going to be one goal that splits it. I don't think we'll score again past this defence. Because he gets somewhat of a foot in, but not enough of a foot in. Blocked by Tomlinson, and Nkosi can get it clear. Falls over, but Tomlinson helps. Blanchard could control. Nicolas Palacios. Just feel himself a little bit, innit, he really? Could probably pass off a couple of times, but just felt himself a little bit there. Moffat gets involved. Such a good left back. My God, Douglas Moffat. What a fantastic player. I'm glad we went with him over Maxwell all that time back. Worked out long term. Try to find Roberts there was Palacios with the cross. Obviously with no success rate on that occasion. Regan Poole so scared to be tackled by Moffat that he just didn't want to control the ball. Pacheco for Duffy is the substitution for the away side as they look to try and find an equaliser and take points off of Hartlepool here. Moffat to Nkosi. That's not great from me, I'm not going to lie. Ball in. It's a good card by Moffat. He's made up for his errors. I think it was Moffat that lost it, wasn't it? Blanchard to Howell. Not the fastest, does need help. And Nkosi's making a good run. But there's just too many players in the way. We should lift that ball rather than playing along the floor. Moffat trying to get involved again. He does get involved again very successfully as well. He's so good. Douglas Moffat, man, take a bow. Him and McGregor. Well, if McGregor still has a potential tag once he comes back from injury, yeah, they're going to be the fucking fullback partnership, I think, for the duration, or at least for a very long while. Moffat, good challenge again. He's just doing all the work defensively. 5 minutes to go for Lincoln to find an equaliser. Alternatively, we could find a third and put this game to bed. That'd be good too. Nkosi, Palacios, inside, attempted to Blanchard, just goes past him unfortunately. And that's Lincoln will go again. Galloway involved again. They bounce back to the away side here. A late equaliser could be on the cards if we don't watch out. Good save, Duncan. Nkosi tries to keep it from going for a corner, can't. Giordano for Brooks. Lincoln with one last roll of the dice to try and get a late, dramatic equaliser here at Victoria Park. This could be their final opportunity. The goalkeeper's up. Duncan catches. Roberts can go now. And that will seal the deal. Lincoln put all their eggs in one basket. And Ethan Roberts had an open net to shoot into. And shoot into it he does. Limbs at Victoria Park as we seal the deal. Lincoln had to do that. They had to put the goalkeeper up. They had to try everything to get a point. In the end, it's backfired on him. And Ethan Roberts from range. No mistake there. All he had to do was just shoot into the empty net, which he did successfully. And it's a 3-1 victory for Hartlepool in the league once again. All the effort and the attempts from Lincoln to try and get back into this go in a matter of moments. It's a very good long-range goal. And it does end up being a victory. Once again, Rodriguez, was it Blanchard as well? And Roberts with the goals today. Our goal coming through our Hagen. But a win, and Ethan Roberts providing limbs at Victoria Park as well as a victory. Good long-range goal. I mean, it's not like it's difficult. He had to shoot into an empty net. We'll watch it back again for the limage. All the time in the world, just had to pick his moment, and it went perfectly in. Just trickled in. The keeper couldn't do anything because he was still running back. Ethan Roberts, probably the longest range goal we'll see in this career mode. I can't title the episode off of that though because it's bloody... There's no goalkeeper. Well then, a 3-1 win. Whether we deserved it or not, it's what we've got. So, cry about it. 52 to 48 in terms of possession. 10 shots to 8 in favour of the away side, but 2.3 expected goals to 1.6. Lincoln should have had a bit more out of that game. Probably a point, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles. I've lost games I should have won. I've drawn games I should have won as well. So, just a bit of unfortunateness. Just poorness, I guess. I don't know what to say. It's just unfortunate for them. Alright? Gonna stop talking shit and we're going to get to these stats here. Blanchard with a goal. Man of the match today. 8.4 for him. Rodriguez with a goal and an assist and 8.3. He always contributes and today is no different. Ethan Roberts with the longest range goal, probably this career mode, but there was no goalkeeper, so can you really count it? I mean, it probably is. I don't know if I will title the episode off of that. Probably not. Probably off the Hanson Screamer. But 8.1 and a goal for Ethan Roberts. And then Tomlinson, once again, a fantastic display at the back. And he's just continuing to perform. I've just noticed something, and I'll get to it in a second. I don't know how I can drop him. I mean, I need to drop him because Contreras needs games and Galloway need games. But I mean, Tomlinson's been good. Hanson's been good. The back four's been solid for us, and I like it. Galloway was 7.5. Logan Duncan, this is what I was talking about. Another assist from the goalkeeper. I think he just threw it to played it to Roberts, and Roberts just ran, didn't he? So fair enough. 7.5 and an assist for the goalkeeper. And then Franachoa, not cracking today, but did get an assist. 6.6. I just wish... I don't know what's up with Franachoa. I'm hoping we can unlock what is wrong with him and find out. And just figure it out. Erhahan, or Hahon, I don't know how to pronounce it. Ethan or Hahon, with a goal for them with 7.6. But you can pick either of them for the man of the match. Mandroyu or Hahon. No real standouts, though, because they did lose 3-1. Billy Brooks with an assist and a 6.8. I mean, they did deserve a bit more, like I said, but at the same time, I'm happy with how that went. 5 shots, 2 saves, 3 conceded for Jordan Wright in the Lincoln goal. And for Logan Duncan, what did he do? A bit more, I think. 6 shots, 5 saves, only 1 conceded today from the Scotsman. So, not a bad effort from us again. And another win to add to the collection. And if Birmingham have dropped points, that'd be fantastic. Sheffield Wednesday beat Birmingham. I can't remember the goal difference, but that might put us into autos. Looking at form and looking at the table, Hartlepool United were always favourites against Lincoln City. Got the result was there in the end. It was not a straightforward win at all. They made us work for it. I mean, it probably should have been a point apiece, but just a bit more quality from us. And then, of course, they threw all the eggs in the basket of the keeper runs up to try and find the equaliser. Doesn't work, and we could just score from range. Attacking play's always a threat, though. When you've got strikers like we do, Harry Howell, who is on a fucking good run of form as well when he plays. Well, I say when he plays, he's on a good run of form. He's still very good. He's our backup. We've got our strikers are an issue at the moment. Did flatter us a little bit, though. I'll give him that. Lincoln did very well, but just that bit more quality from Hartlepool United. And I believe that puts us into an automatic spot. I can't remember the goal difference, but I think that puts us into an automatic spot again. I guess I'll have to check in a minute once we advance to this game. I'll just check the standings real quick. Do we get put back into second with that? Because Birmingham lost to Sheffield Wednesday. That's big of the Owls to do that for us. Very kind of them. And we do regain second spot in the League One table. Portsmouth still clear. They won their game, wherever they played. I don't know who they played. Played Mansfield the day after. They won. So that's always good. And we still trail them by 7 points, but we've gone into automatic spots again. And it seems as if the run of form is continuing well for us. Stoke involved still. We've still only lost 3 games all season. Them and Portsmouth are on the same in that respect. And Sheffield Wednesday still in 11th, but could make a case of playoffs. There's a lot of teams that could make a case for a lot of things still to come. Genuinely. And the relegation zone at the moment is Walsall, Charlton, Rochdale, Tranmere. And I'd be surprised if Derby went down. I don't think they will. But anyway, up next then is the round 2 replay against Swindon United, I was going to say. Swindon Town. Of course, in the first game, which is why it's forced a replay, it was a 0-0 draw. Neither team able to find a goal. And both very defensively resolute. So a replay is scheduled today. I believe there's 5 other replays going on at the same time. We'll just check what they are. MK Dons Wickham, Lincoln Tranmere, Gillingham Walsall, Charlton Fleetwood, and Salford Mansfield. So we're going to go with the second team, but we'll probably add a bit of spice to it, a bit more to it. We'll take a look at some of these news stories. So Rodriguez scores in Hartlepool's 3-1 win over Lincoln. Rodriguez managed to get his name on the score sheet in Hartlepool United's 3-1 win against Lincoln City. Hartlepool United extend a beaten run with 3-1 win. I don't know where we're at now with the unbeaten run, but we've been unbeaten for a while in the league now. A victory over Lincoln sees Hartlepool extend their unbeaten run. Has fans starting to dream about the team, starting to break long-standing records. We've got Team of the Year defenders shortlist: Skriniar of Spurs, Marquinhos of PSG, Fofana of Leipzig, and Robertson of Liverpool is what they think the game thinks it's going to be in Season 4. Carlos Rodriguez has been putting in some great performances lately for Hartlepool. He's emerged as a real leader in games. Teams and fans alike will be hoping he can sustain this level over the next part of the season. I really hope so as well. He ain't going nowhere. He's one of the ones that I'm not even going to entertain offers for. I'll keep the offers open just because I want to see what he's worth, but we're not going to be doing anything about that. There is somebody I wanted to check after that game as well, and I've just remembered. I want to see how he's doing in Ireland, if he's still in Ireland. One of the original 3 Musketeers that we brought in. I might bring him back. Ronan Cash, what's he looking like? Alright, we need to scout him. That's fine. We'll figure him out at some point. He's still at Finn Harps. But that's okay. So taking a look then. I think we looked at all the news, didn't we? We covered everything. MK Dons was Wickham preview, don't really care. And we repeat triumph over Lincoln. This victory sees Hartlepool United complete a league double over Lincoln City this season, having already beaten them earlier in the campaign. And 2 of the teams fighting to get to the top of the table meant it was Hartlepool United who emerged victorious over Lincoln City. They hope the win will be a springboard to get off on a run of form in order to close the gap at the top. When did we last lose in the league? I think it was Portsmouth, wasn't it? But how many games ago is what I'm more asking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, so 5-game unbeaten run at the moment in the league. It's put us back into second. So that's pretty good, but now we've got a different fish to fry. Can we get past Swindon and advance to the next round of the FA Cup? Second team, of course, and Corsi rests. We're gonna switch Dalton back. I know he won't like it, but he's just gonna have to deal with it. We're bringing McDonald. In fact, no, we're gonna keep in Tomlinson because Tomlinson's. You know what? Tomlinson might be starting a bit more sooner than I thought. Vergara comes in, obviously, and we'll give it Mancini. Why not? He's not in the game in years. Shabalala for Hansen. Do we give Mr. Persson here a chance? No. What's the answer to that? Right, Arango, you're going to score today, mate. I believe in you. So this is the team for the game against Swindon Town in the round 2 replay at Swindon Stadium, which I will go and Google in a minute. And we'll put the other replays on at the same time just to stay in the loop. So we've got Mancini in goal and Corsi and Vergara as the fullbacks. Tomlinson and Hansen as the centre-backs with Tomlinson captain the side. No reason to drop him because he's been playing like fucking crazy. So might as well keep him going. Hansen, of course, getting that worldie against Northampton. So he gets back in. Dalton, centre mid. McGregor, Cam. Hansen, left wing. Ajeda, right wing. Carpenter and Arango up top. At Court Lane, or whatever the stadium name is, we'll go find it in a minute. It's Swindon Town versus Hartlepool United in the second round replay of the Emirates FA Cup. Excuse me? What do you mean? Oh yeah, McGregor's still on the bench. Right, okay. Do we need backup? I guess we should put Lons on because she's a fucking backup fullback. Bishop for Palacios as well. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, that will be the team. Let's get into it now. We've got our bench sorted. 4th game of the EP today. We're doing well. It'd be nice to qualify to the next round of the FA Cup, but I mean, this will be the game I lose. Been a while since I've had a perfect episode. The other guy that I was considering signing at one point as well, just purely because of their name. Narciso Barbosa. Right, a win is paramount. In the other games today, it was just, I'd rather have a win than a loss. In this one, we have to win or we're gone. So it's kind of where we're at. Will there be goals? Hopefully. There wasn't any goals the first time these two met. 0-0 draw at Victoria Park. Still check the Swindon Stadium name. Bollocks, that's what I was going to do. Hold on. County ground, that's it. Should remember from League 2 really, but I don't, so that's the way it goes. Will Arango finally break his scoring streak? Bless him. Will we advance to the second round, the third round even, of the FA Cup? Can we defeat Swindon here today? Vagara's been fouled early on. Just took him out clean. Gregor to Hansen. Scored a worldie against Northampton. Tomlinson's been class today as well, which is why they're both starting back at the back. I was going to say Jader. It's Arango that shot it. It was Jader who set it up. Arango, again, on our shot target. Still can't find the back of the net, but I'm feeling it's going to be the day today. Reece McGregor to line up this corner. I'm going to miss some of these players when they go out on loan, you know. McGregor towards Nkosi. It's away only as far as Hansen. Carpenter picks it up. Now Hansen. McGregor's still on side. Carpenter. Ojeda. Blocked by, I think, Arango there, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. I think it hit off one of the Swindon players into Arango, but still ultimately been blocked by Jim Arango there. Hansen sorts it out. Nkosi. Also missed a penalty if anyone's interested. Hansen. Into Dalton. Dalton just wide. Tried it. Can't remember what foot he is, to be honest, so just needed to try and bend it a bit more into that bottom corner. It's into the side netting. Got a feeling there's going to be a goal for one side today. I'm not sure which side it's going to go for yet. We're looking the strongest, of course, because we're the stronger team, but it's beside the point. Hansen. Into Carpenter. Straight at Copland. Not a bad effort, but needs to direct it a bit better. Barbosa, the target's gone absolutely nowhere near him. Dalton gets a free ball there. Hansen. Off the top of the crossbar, man! I thought Hansen had found his first goal in Hartlepool colours there, just a bit too much on it, and it's ricocheted off the top of the bar. 0-0 still, but we are hungry to make it through to the third round. Both teams are, but we are wanting it more early on here. But that goalkeeper kept us at bay the first time around. Will he do it again today? His crossbar did it on that occasion. If we just keep winning everything, surely at some point we take the lead. Hansen gets clattered, and it could be a problem now as Swindon to come forward. But Tomlinson, it's a bit of a silly challenge, but it was one that was necessary just to slow the play down. I thought initially I got the ball, but I realised as soon as the play stopped, I hadn't. Some of those where you're like, oh right, he's caught me, rather than, oh, this isn't a foul. It was a risky one, but it nearly got reward. Tomlinson loses out in the header to Barbosa, but it's grabbed by Domenico Mancini, who will hopefully find a loan spell. I think we've got him scheduled for a loan spell. Do quite like the Italian. I don't know how much more he'll grow with us. Dalton passes it across. Fucking hell, Dalton. Do you want to try a bit more like you want to pass it to Arango? But you won't turn his drought here. Arango, can he take this down? He can, but can't keep hold of it. And Swindon make the move again. Tomlinson again at the double. He's so good. I don't know if I've got him on a loan spell, but if I don't, he's not going on one either. Arango, it's not picked out. Costis, good interception. It was a good idea from Hansen, just couldn't find that thread the needle pass through. Hansen putting pressure on. And that's going to go off the pitch, surely. It doesn't. It stays on. Good ball in. Hansen, good tackle on Darcy, and we can get it, hopefully, away without any trouble. But you know this team, we're not always the best at that. Ollie Dalton. Now into Luca Carpenter. Spots Hansen. Arango. Can he do it? Takes it round one. It's blocked by the other. Fuck's sake, can't get a break at the moment. Blocked by Clayton for a corner. And it's going to be Reece McGregor once again to deliver this ball in. And Cozy the target again. Hansen. Carpenter from range. It's blocked by Kane. Tomlinson keeps it alive. Ajeda. Goes inside one. Into Carpenter. Good tackle. As Luca Carpenter was about to pull the trigger, it was blocked. Brought away. Now it's going to try to play through to Barbosa. It's a poor pass, and Hansen doesn't really have any issue in dealing with it. McGregor. Ajeda. Arango. Turns one. Plays it off to Ollie Dalton. It's blocked by Hutton. Fucking Swindon are just closing everything down that we're putting at them. It's fucking irritating. Can't find a goal past these cunts. We can beat other teams in League 1 with no problem, but League 2, Swindon Town, no chance. Sorry, mate. Reece McGregor once again into Hansen. It's away again. Carpenter picks up on the edge. Tomlinson back into Luca Carpenter. Just too many men back, man. Hansen inside. Luca Carpenter. We found the goal! Oh, thank God. Oh, my God. We've been pressing for the whole 33 minutes. Swindon have been stopping everything we've been putting at them, but finally it's a goal. Luca Carpenter puts the finish into the bottom right. Very important in that passage of play. I think it was between him and Hansen. 1-2 there. I don't know if it took a deflection on the way through. It didn't. A good finish from Luca Carpenter. We needed that. That's going to be a boost of confidence for the young man who'll be going out on loan in January. It's his first goal in the FA Cup. I believe his other goal, or his only goal, came in the Papa John's Trophy. I believe he's got 2 assists as well in his limited time on the pitch. Oh, he could be off again. I don't know what to tell you. Luca Carpenter might be a key to success for us. In just 3 minutes, he scored twice, and that was all him. Straight from the Swindon kickoff, he intercepts, runs through and bags. There's a talent there, and this is why he needs that loan deal, so we can get that talent. Luca Carpenter makes it 2-0 after just making it 1-0, and it might be time for Swindon to say adios to the FA Cup this year. He might have more in the locker that I don't know about. It's played from Cosy's legs. It's been played past everybody. Narciso Barbosa going close to Swindon. Just dragged it the wrong side of the post. Mancini was reaching. If that had gone in, it'd have been a goal. No, in all seriousness, if that got on target, I don't think Mancini's reaching that. 2-0 to the good now. Hartlepool United, 2 quick fire goals from Luca Carpenter. Been very good today. Obviously, 2 goals have helped us a lot, but he's been everywhere. Tried to play back to Hansen. Good aggression there from their right back. Ball could be through here. We're not going to have really pace to catch him. Good save, Mancini. We don't have the pace to catch the man there, but Mancini's done very well in bailing us out. And the Swindon fans waking up a little bit, saying, all right, we're here. We're going to get back into this. Munir with the corner. It looks like he's going to go short. He does. Not the Spanish, or not the Spanish, not the Barcelona Munir, just for the record. Note to self, can't remember if he's Spanish, so I'm not going to commit to that. Divine, straight at Mancini. Shots it off balance and backwards, so it wasn't really going to happen for him there. 4 minutes of added time in this first half. Ojeda to Reece McGregor now. Arango asking for it, gagging for it, wants his goal. Oh my god, I was going to say gets his goal, but he's put it wide again. This kid has got no luck. Why can't I... Like, we went for so much of a purple patch of form where he went and scored every game. Maybe twice, 3 times in a game on occasion. Now I can't just score with them all. Poor lad. Anton wins the header over Barbosa. Dalton does get fouled. There's no card, but it's definitely a foul there. Will be a free kick to Hartlepool. Jake Tomlinson has been playing out of his mind recently in defence. We'll take it. Ollie Dalton. We're going to get one more chance to push up here. Carpenter. McGregor. Arango. Come on, mate. Why is he just saving all of Arango's shots? I feel so bad for this kid because he's not bad at all. He's a very good player. He's just getting unlucky. Ojeda, that's heavy, that's far in. Hansen knocks it down. It's Mancosi, it's a good save. That was a good reaction save there. It's only 2-0 at the break, but we're threatening for more. We're hoping for more. We're hungry for more goals in this one. 2 quick-fire goals from Luca Carpenter has set us on a good path towards the 3rd round of the FA Cup. First goal was set up quite nicely. The second goal, he did all by himself. Luca Carpenter. It's given us a 2-0 lead. Looking around the grounds and at the other replays, MK Dons lead Wickham 1-0. It's 1-0 to Gillingham over Walsall. 1-1 between Lincoln and Tranmere, and then 0-0 between Charlton and Fleetwood. At the county ground, it is 2-0 Hartlepool, deservedly so as well. We've been all over them. 63 of 37 in terms of possession. 13 shots to 4, and 3.4 expected goals to 0.9. And again with the shot accuracy there, a lot of them have been blocked. I mean, we've got 3 off target, but a lot of them have been blocked. So it's not looking as bad as it really should. I know blocked, for whatever reason, blocked counts as off target. I think if it's going on target and it's blocked, it should count as on target, but that's just me. Great pass to Dalton there from the Swindon player. Kick off the half. McGregor. Ojeda. We're just not putting any effort behind his passes, are we, lads? Get a fault of Agara. Arango, please. There we go. It was just a matter of time. I told you. I told you it was just a matter of time. Straight out the gate in the second half. James Arango. Oh, a sigh of relief from him. And the players surrounding him. Makes it 3-0 and will most likely send us through now to the 3rd round. Finally a finish. Finally a goal from James Arango. A man I love so much in this career mode. Gets what he deserves. And what I love about Arango is he never gave up trying. Just when he saw the shot on, he took it on. Didn't care. Didn't let it get him down that he wasn't scoring him. Eventually, a goal has come from the Argentinian, and we are probably safe to just chill. 3-0 now at the county ground, and it might end up being a fucking massacre. Ojeda keeps it in. Tries to spot the pass. Throw in Hartlepool. Change now for Barbosa for Wakeling. Barbosa had a chance in the first half, couldn't convert. And I wonder if Wakeling will help Swindon get back into this. I don't think it will matter who they bring on. Maybe it's just for a fitness reason for League 2 games to come. Agara tried to play off to Arango. It's gone behind the Argentinian on that occasion, unfortunately. Soon we're going to bring on Ramon Murillo, but I don't know whether to bring him on for Arango or for Carpenter. Because Carpenter's been fantastic today. Right. At least make it look like you want the pass to go to the player game. Come on. Jada does well to win it back. Arango, Carpenter, inside to Hansen, who dinks the keeper but dinks the goal as well. Tries to get a bit of technique on it. I think a normal shot there doesn't meet the goalkeeper. He probably saves it or closes it down. Just tried to dink it, just a little bit too much on it, unfortunately. And I think we're going to bring him off. I'm bringing off Arango because Carpenter's been on a mad one today, and Arango's got his goal, so it's fine by me. And I'm wondering whether to bring on McDonald, but if it ain't broken defence, don't fix it. That's what I'm thinking. Tomlinson's been class. Hansen's been solid today too. I can't remember what Tomlinson's potential was, but at the moment he's playing fantastically, so I'm happy to keep giving him game time. Dalton can't get there. Neither can McGregor, and now it's going to be movement from Swindon to try and get back into this one. It's closed down by Nkosi initially, but it's going to be a second bite of the cherry. Offside is not going to be given. It's Mancini who saves it near post, though. Must have timed that to perfection. I thought he was a yard off, or maybe a centimetre off, but very close regardless. But no, it was onside apparently. Hansen inside to Dalton. Mamo Murillo. McGregor's making a run over. That's not quite the... I mean, it is the ball I was looking to do, but not quite the technique, I guess. Ojeda. Murillo. Inside to Dalton. Good save, Copland. We're cooking with gas. We're cooking with gas. We don't need to make any more changes. We're set. 3-0 lead at the county ground. It looks as if it's going to be done. It's just a matter of how many are we going to get, I think, at this point. Reece McGregor to put it into the area, cause issues. It's headed away on as far as Carpenter. Back inside. Going to be won by Hansen, surely. Tomlinson. I think it was no deflection there, but again, he's a centre-back. Although, we can't use that excuse because Ronnie Hansen scored a banger 2 games ago. Oh, man. Carpenter's picked up a knock. Not good. I'm really hoping it's nothing serious. Especially because he's going to be on loan soon. I don't want to, you know, have that happen and his loan gets cancelled because he's injured. He's had a great game today as well, so don't want to slow his progress down. Ojeda through to the injured Carpenter. Can he get his hat-trick? Saved by Copland. Swindon have fallen apart. Since those sucker punch Carpenter goals, Swindon have fallen apart, and we've just been able to go through them like a hot knife through butter. It's been an easy breakdown of Swindon Town. 5 shots there by Carpenter. 2 of them found the back of net, and the many and Nkosi off the line. Hansen. Carpenter from range for the hat-trick. It's saved by Copland again. But it just shows in this game what fucking talent we've got brewing in this club. Some of them may just be players that are playing because they're not good enough and they're going to be going soon. But some of them are players playing just for game time until their loan goes through and they turn into fucking superstars. 20 minutes left and it's not really been too threatening to worry about from Swindon today. And since, like I said, since the Carpenter double trouble goals, it's just kind of been a matter of time, just running down the clock. Murillo, McGregor, that will do it. Number 4, good play. And this is a man here, Reece McGregor, who's got endless amounts of potential. Exciting prospect, I believe, is his tag. He'll get a loan out in January and he'll hopefully kick on. I don't know if we've got any offers for him yet, but he's on the loan list. It's a cracking finish. Nothing the keeper can do about it, and that will wrap up what has been a 5-star performance from Hartlepool United. Been a good episode today. 4 wins on the trot. We finish off in the next game. I can't remember who it's against. It's another league game, but I just can't remember who it is. The beauty about playing the replay as well is we'll very soon find out who we get in the 3rd round. I'm really hoping it's somebody big. Oh, but it's not somebody like mid-championship that we're definitely going to lose to, because I'd like the Premier League kind of opposition, just to see how we'd match up. I know against Fulham we'd struggle, but we did really go rotated and they didn't. I think if our full team went against Fulham's full team, we'd do a bit better. Probably still lose, but a bit more of a fight. We're just getting a bit lucky now with the ball. And Corsi into Murillo! Held by Copland. No way. As far as Ollie Dalton, it's going to keep alive here. Ramon Murillo went for that run from Vicente Ojeda. Just needs to slot it away, but it's closed down well by Copland. Just kind of hoping for a pass option, but it wasn't one. Good tackle, McGregor, Vergara, Murillo, Carpenter. Off to Ollie Dalton on the edge of the area. It's wide from the Aussie. I think he's Aussie. Might be English. Can't remember where he's from. Get a drink up the fridge. My voice is going a bit. For whatever reason, my drink doesn't want to open. What's going on here? I didn't even press the pause button. I must have pressed the pause button as I picked the controller up. Ojeda. I wanted to pass it inside, but as I cut in, it didn't do the pass at the same time. And we're just sitting back now. We'll might as well let. I mean, Swindon get one goal. If I play it when they put up a fight, then we've been very good today. I mean, we're always the favourites. It's just, we've just been different today. Carpenter sucker punch. Arango finally breaks his goal scoring drought. And Reece McGregor continues to show why he's going to be one of the best cams in the world. Murillo can't play the ball through it. McGregor on that occasion, unfortunately. Vergara just to play it back to Mancini. And Swindon have not been at the races today. They did well to force a replay, to be fair, but it wasn't going to go much further than that. It was a poor pass, by the way, to Hansen, but it's alright. We ain't going to fucking criticise at this point. Hansen, a bit of a coming together, falls over thin air. Carpenter puts a tackle in now as well. It's just going to keep going to them. You know what, it's fine. 5 minutes of added time for no reason. Game's already done. I guess they're going to get their goal. Yeah, we'll give them their goal. That's what the game wanted to do. That's why there's 5 minutes on there. Just to give them something. Not really going to complain about it. Mancini could have done a bit better than just stand there and fall over, but not going to cry about it, really, am I? So they got the 5 minutes just so they could have a goal to take with them. That's fair enough. I'm not going to be crying about not getting a Papa John's trophy clean sheet, am I? And Corsi. Hansen. Inside to Murillo. I'm going to be honest, I was just trying to get Carpenter's hat-trick. I didn't think it would lock onto Murillo there. But that will end the game. We advance to the third round of the FA Cup, and that's where the big boys come in. Will we get one of the big six? Will we get a Premier League side? I'd like a big away day, like an Old Trafford or an Etihad or something. Just somebody big. That would be fantastic. I know we'll lose. I'm aware of that. But what I do know is that I'd fucking put up a good fight, and I'd love to see what we could do. We'll probably end up getting somebody like in our league or somebody in League 2 that lucked their way through. We're not going to get somebody big, I think, off the start. But I'd like to get a big team at some point. But it's a 4-1 win at the county ground. Deservedly so as well. 59-41 in terms of possession. 24 shots to 8. Jesus Christ. Triple their shots. And 6.7 expected goals to 1.7 as well. We end up getting the win. It could have been a clean sheet, but the game just wanted to give them their goal, so you can't really complain. Luka Carpenter gets man of the match. A brace for him today. He's definitely got something about him, and the loan deal will do wonders for him when it goes through. Reece McGregor as well. We need to find a loan deal for him ASAP because as much as I want to keep using him, I feel like he'll do better out with the club. But he's got something. He's definitely got something. I'll tell you that much for free. Ronnie Hansen as well, another solid defensive performance from him. Van Garwin assist from right back at an 8 rating. Hugo Hansen, he's got something about him as well, but I don't know if he'll break into the squad at Hartlepool just because of how many wingers we've got. But he's definitely somebody that will have a good career somewhere. Jay Marango finally breaking the goal scoring drought, a 7.5 for him, and Mario off the bench get a 7.2 as well. Our lowest rated was Dalton, but a 7.1, and he was good, so that just shows how good we were today. Mancini, 7 shots, 6 saves, 1 conceded. Not the end of the world. As for them, Munir was their best player, the left winger, not the Barcelona one, of course. 7.3 for him. Jacob Wakeling getting the goal and a 7.2 just to get him some kind of consolation. And then McEachran from Cam got the assist. Copeland today, it could have been a lot more than 4. 12 shots in his net, 8 saves. Shots flying left, right, centre today at Swindon's net. And ultimately, it was more than enough for us to advance to the third round with MK Dons, Gillingham, Lincoln and Fleetwood all making the trip into the next round as well. That was a sensational victory. I'm sure you're confident, but your team's control of the game surprised you. No, they're in League 2. Just do it in every game, yeah. That's the spirit. Carpenter's quick fire double was very good. I could have asked for more from him today. He's got something about him. It's just trying to find that at another club, I think, because here he's 63 rated and he's behind Rodriguez, Blanchard, Howell, Arango, Murillo even, maybe. It's just... I think he'll be a good striker. There's a lot of players here I'm kind of developing for other clubs because they won't make it at Hartlepool, which is fine. But there's a couple here that I think could do the job for us down the line. I just want to get those loan deals done ASAP so we can get that sorted. We finished today against MK Dons. It's going to be a big, heavy hitter, this one. Loan deal going through here. I believe this is the one we sent to Sepsi, but I can't remember who it is. It's the loan deal that's going through Sepsi. I just don't remember the player. I should recognise him, but we've got so many players that look similar. It's Gordon Simpson. We never used him, so that's probably why I don't recognise him. It's alright. Sorry if you could hear my drink there. I need to rehydrate. So Gordon Simpson has agreed a short loan move to Sepsi. 2 matches rescheduled. Northampton match has been moved from the 10th to the 21st. And the Millwall versus Hartlepool game has been moved from 11th to the 10th. So it looks like we're going to be facing Millwall in the third round of the FA Cup, which is winnable, genuinely. These are the third round games. I'm not going to read them all out. But there's the first page. We'll leave it for 10 seconds on each page. And you can have a look. I just want to see if there's any... I'm kind of just looking to see who's got the heavy hitters. Shrewsbury got Chelsea. Fucking bastards. Coventry got City as well. And then I'll send into jump out to me. Newcastle and Spurs got each other. Fucking hell. That's going to be a heavy hitting third round clash. One of those teams going out could be mad. I don't know if we'll get past Millwall, but be a good test anyway. And Man United and Liverpool. Fucking hell in the third round. Jesus. That's a big one. That's a bigger one than Newcastle versus Spurs. I'll be keeping an eye on that one. And Arsenal got Watford. Right, I want to check something. Real quick. A little scout report on our third round opponents. I don't remember when they play them. I think it's the start of January. I just want to see how Millwall are doing in the Championship, quite frankly. We're in a relegation battle. So we're in a promotion race. They're in a relegation battle. I'm going to be honest with you. That's winnable. It's definitely winnable. Problem is now we've got a lot of games coming up because we're still in cup competitions and we've still got a lot of league games to play. So there might be a lot more episodes this season than previous seasons, and I'm hopefully going to find the time to do them. But I don't know. Ochoa wants a game against Dons. He can have it if he performs because this is a big game. They're in the playoff spot. A win against us would put them within 1 point of us. So we need to take this seriously. So if you're going to take it seriously, mate, I'm more than happy to have you on the left, but if you're going to play like shit, Palacios is right there, literally. He's watching you right now. It's going to be a big hitter to end today's episode. Final game against MK Dons. Let's get the news stories read first, though. FA Cup review, Swindon Town versus Hartlepool. Hartlepool have enjoyed success in the latest round of this year's FA Cup. It was always tense, even though the eventual winners always looked to be the stronger of the two teams. Hartlepool eventually managed to win through 4-1 against the visibly distraught Swindon Town, who had hoped that this year would turn out to be their year at long last. I mean, I don't think Swindon Town have ever thought they were going to win the FA Cup, quite frankly. Carpenter next braces Hartlepool grab win over Swindon. Carpenter got his name on the score sheet for Hartlepool United in their 4-1 win against Swindon Town. MK Dons beat Wickham. Spurs beat Arsenal. Hartlepool must compete this time against MK Dons. We lost last time, apparently. 4-1, it said, I think. Hartlepool United fans will be hoping their team can be more competitive against their opponents today after surrendering in a 4-1 victory for MK Dons earlier in the year. And we face an MK Dons challenge. And I'll read this one because it's a big one. It's a huge one. It's a massive one to determine the promotion race. Hartlepool United believe they can mount a title challenge this season, but their credentials are sure to be severely tested in their next game, which sees them up against a team just below them in the table, Milton Keynes Dons. Being the home team might suggest MK Dons are favourites to clinch the points, but in top of the table clashes like this one, that advantage often counts for very little. The game is more likely to be decided in favour of the team that best holds its nerves over 90 minutes. Let's get into it then. MK Dons, 5th place. Hartlepool United, 2nd place. 4 points separating the sides. They've got a 5 back, the bastards. We're going to go full strength. I don't think there's anything we need to change apart from Fran Ochoa. And of course, Munoz for Howell because Munoz is injured. I think that's Dalton as well for Jada. No, actually. There we go. So that's going to be the team today. We're going all out, balls to the wall, full throttle, strength, etc. Everything. So that is the team before the game against MK Dons. I can't remember the stadium name, but I'll go check in a minute. Duncan in goal. Moffat and Alonso as the fullbacks. Galloway and Contreras as the centre-backs. Cochrane centre mid. Mills Cam. Ochoa off the left. Roberts off the right with Blanchard and Rodriguez as the strikers. I wanted to show we've got Palacios on the bench just in case Ochoa decides to drop a stinker, which I'm hoping he doesn't because he asked for the game. And I believe if he's asking for the game, he's going to do good. We don't really care about all the other results at the moment. This is the big game of the weekend, so we'll just put them all on. Doesn't give us goal news sometimes anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. So they've got 5 back. They've got DeLuca, who's a very good goalkeeper. I'm actually concerned that we might lose this again against them, but I'm hoping not. Without any further ado, though, let's get into it. Final game of today's episode. Google, do you want to load so I can check what the stadium name is? My phone's frozen. That's entirely useful. MK Dons. They play at Stadium MK. Alright, that's easy enough to remember. The Stadium MK. No United chance here today because we are the away side, the first away game of the league today. Of course, we just played away at Swindon to advance to the 3rd round of the FA Cup, but this is going to be a difficult one. 5 back and a very good side. MK Dons, I mean, in real life, they're struggling a little bit. They're going to be in League 2 next year. In this game, they're popping a little bit. Could be going out to the Championship. problem is with this season is it's going to be one of the hardest League One seasons just because of how many people get promoted, how much quality there is in this league. Which is why I'm somewhat concerned that we won't get what the board want, which is the league title. Portsmouth are already running off with it. Birmingham are up our asses. Rotherham are there. MK Dons, Stoke, hell, Shrewsbury, Northampton, Sheffield Wednesday could make a play for it. Even Derby could maybe resurrect their season. It's just, there's too many contenders. If we win the league, that's mental. If we don't win the league, that's understandable, I think. Just because of how many contenders there are. Every game starts with a Ramon Alonso tackle, and I love it. Just get stuck in without a problem, without a care in the world. It's the first time I think I've used Contreras today, actually. It's definitely the first time I've used the Contreras and Galloway partnership today. Tomlinson's been good. Hansen's been good. I think McDonald's even had a little cameo, if I remember correctly. Rodriguez. And one more. Mills. Lovely. Team play. That's exactly the start we needed. Team play. Curtis Mills makes it 1-0. I was thinking of taking it on with Rodriguez, but Mills made himself available. Played through him very nicely there. Can't turn down that pass off. And Curtis Mills opens the scoring for Hartlepool. Against a team that demoralised us earlier in the season. That's a cracking start. Not a lot of goals from midfield for Curtis Mills this year, but that could be one of the most important ones. I think he scored as well against Portsmouth. All the scores against the big teams are by Curtis Mills. Don't remember where his first goal came in the league, but it's fine. What are MK doing? What was that? We're 2-0 up inside 6 minutes. What the fuck are they doing? I mean, don't get me wrong. That's absolutely fine. They can fuck up all they like. I don't know what was going on here. Blanchard just robbed the defender and had an easy finish. What the hell is going on? Now the United chants are out. The away fans are loving it. Inside 7 minutes. It's 2-0. Cochrane wins the ball back. We're fucking cooking today. Can you pass the ball though, Cochrane, when I press the A button? Well, exhilarating start. Contreras closes down Dean. And Hartlepool get it away as far as the left back. They're going to come again around MK Dons here, and they're going to be fucking wanting something now after that early bit of pressure from us. Contreras to Blanchard. Rodriguez is going to make a run through the gap. What is going on with his 5-back? Blanchard. Nearly 3-0 inside 12 minutes. MK Dons are on a mad one here, and not a good way. Not in the good way. They're gone mental. I don't understand what they're doing or why they're doing it, but I love it. Roberts. Blanchard the target. Go to Cochrane. Mills. Try and lay it off to somebody with a shooting chance here. It's a great play. It's going to be another corner. While the replay shows or whatever they're doing, set up the corner. I'm going to put my phone on charge real quick. Going out to it, it needs a bit of juice on it. It's 1:15 just now, so plenty of time, but fine. Roberts to put the ball into the centre towards Achille Blanchard. We've kicked off fantastically here. Galloway! Yep, okay. There's a reason he's not a striker anymore. Just missed the target, yeah, just slightly by about 4 yards. Maybe more than that, actually. It's outside the 6-yard box, so it's probably about 12 yards. But we have. I think we're just taking MK Dons by shock, to be honest. We haven't played this starting 11 all episode, this best starting 11. We've been mixing it up all the time, but see what I mean? They just come back in together and they know what they need to do. Moffat could and should stop Lawrence here, and of course he does. He's Douglas Moffat. Play it away again. Cochrane sends the man, and now Moffat. Balls for Blanchard. Don't want to fucking pick hairs, split hairs. That's the one. Good tackle, Douglas Moffat. We move now down the left. No option to play it to in terms of winger. Choa's not there. Moffat's just going to go the whole way. Why not? Moffat tried to find Rodriguez. It's blocked by Tucker. We are fucking going for it, boys. Fran Choa to take the corner. Ball in towards Contreras, 6'6". Roberts can't get the ball down to try and do anything. But it's a bit of a miscommunication again between the defender and the keeper there. What's going on? MK Dons. Heavy touch by Burns, but it's going past Moffat, to be fair. Another ball in. Long shot straight at Duncan. No issue there for the Scotsman. Maybe it would have been an issue for him 3 episodes ago, but now he's seems to get his confidence back. We could just chill. I'm happy to just chill. There's no rush for us. We're 2-0 up. Those quick fire goals. It's passed straight to Alonso. That's poor from MK Dons. A lot of boos. A lot of jeers going around the ground at their own team here. Or maybe it's us that's jeering them. Cochrane per pass. Try to find a way for applause now that they want it back. Reactionary, a lot of these MK Dons fans. Moffat takes it off of Lawrence. It's just not been. It's not been what the MK Dons would have liked to have wanted it to be. Really, team that's in playoffs should be playing a lot better in this as well. To be fair, Mills try to get it to Rodriguez, but the ball just escaped him a little bit. Now Burns down the right. Once again, Moffat. Oh, I didn't mean to lunge. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Great block, Contreras. I'm a fucking moron. I didn't mean to lunge. Rodriguez. Roberts went the wrong side. Gets the ball. He's going to press for it, but I don't think it'll matter. He's not going to get there, is he? Blanchard once again robbing the defence. Getting good at that. Rodriguez is asking for it over. He's going to get it over. What a ball. Dink. Tries to get it over to Luca. Didn't have enough room to really go for a power shot. It's a great ball from Blanchard. Just the keeper came out at a smart time there to prevent a third before the break. Can't believe I'm saying that. Harvey down the left now for the Dons. Alonso's trying to keep an eye on him. And some poor bit of play from Harvey, and the pressure from Ramon Alonso gives us the ball back. Roberts could get that. I think it's going to come off. Oh, it's come off the Dons player. I thought it came off Roberts. Stoke leading, Walsall. Rodriguez. Alonso. Mills is trying to remain onside desperately. He does. Rodriguez trying to find it inside. I want to get to Blanchard, but he made a move offside. Excuse me, hiccups. Made a move offside. Alonso. Good tackle again. We are running it up here. Blanchard could get a second here. Just can't. I wanted to switch up to my right foot and then take it on, but it was good reading by the MK Dons defender. I could have shot with my left and hoped, to be honest, but I didn't. 2 minutes of added time and more jeers again. The MK Dons fans are not liking this display at all, and I don't blame them. Ochoa tried to find, well, he was trying to find Cochrane, but it knocked onto Blanchard instead, which is okay. He'll run out of time till the halfway point where we go with a 2-0 lead, 2 quick fire goals early on. Mills and Blanchard with a double combo, quick fire combo. I don't know what we're going to call it, but basically 2 quick goals to open inside 7 minutes. MK Dons have been taken aback. They've managed to hold us off for the rest of the half, but I don't know what their plan is now. Looking around the grounds then, Tranmere drawing 1-1 with Charlton Athletic. 0-0 between Lincoln and Cambridge United. 1-0 to Shrewsbury over Cheltenham Town. 1-0, or 1-all I should say, between Derby County and Mansfield Town. 1-all as well between Portsmouth and Northampton. Please, Northampton, take points off them. That would help me tenfold if we win today. Stoke leading Walsall. Rochdale leading Wickham. 1-all between Burton Albion and Peterborough. 0-0 between Oxford United and Accrington. Rotherham United drawing 0-0 with Sheffield Wednesday. And our closest rivals, our other closest rivals, Birmingham City leading Bristol Rovers 1-0. So not too bad around the grounds. We lead 2-0 here, deservedly so as well. 57-43 in terms of possession, 7 shots to 2, and 2 expected goals to 0.3. And the thing is with this team, it's not like we've not stopped kind of pressing as well after the 2 early goals. We've just kept going. We've not sat back, held on to our 2-goal lead. We've been trying to get more, try to get as many as we can, which is what we need to do. Good interception by Cruz. Got a round of applause there from the MK Dons fans. The possession, however, still in Hartlepool's, well, possession, I guess. Moffat's out of position here. This could be a problem. Galloway's going to try and cover. Don't like this. But I don't like this. Good save done. Could I try to... I'm trying to switch to Contreras there. It takes a second too long. But I don't like when the centre-back commits out to the side and I can't do anything about it. I'm not going to cry over it, but I would have been mad if it had gone in from MK Dons there. Oh, they're going to go short. Fuck's sake. Fernandoa also going to go short and stop him initially. He's going to come back in though second time around. Good effort. Oh my god. I mean, I've got no arguments there. That's a fantastic finish. Christian Cruz found a space. He's just drilled that into the top left. There's nothing Duncan could do about that. That's class. And that's why we can't sit back on our lead, because MK Dons will punish us like that. That's a great finish from Christian Cruz. And if he's a regen, we'll be having a little gander at him. If he can do that. With him like that, I'm pretty sure he is a regen, so we'll be having a little gander. MK Dons seem to have quite a good load of regens. They've got DeLuca in goal, who's quite good. He hasn't shown that today as much, but in general, he's quite good. Roberts wins it back. We're going to keep fighting, boys. It's a foul against us. What? For what exactly? For breathing. Choa wins the header. Get it clear. Can't let this slip here, boys. Mills. Just try to find a way down the right here. Now Alonso. Alonso's all the way up here. Blanchard. A bit more defensive, resolute the second half out the gate. I can't find Cochrane. And I know I want to push for that third, but I think it might be a smarter idea to actually maybe hold on to what we've got. Doesn't matter if we look at it or not. Mills with some good defensive play there. Ochoa gets caught. I'm not going to bring off Ochoa just yet. It's not that he's been bad. He's just not had anything to do, rather than he's been bad. He's not really been involved. Try to pick out Roberts. Good defensive play there again by Dons. That's just a... I mean, I was complaining about MK Dons not really giving me anything. They're not doing as good, but that's the problem with these playoff teams. They'll rally and they'll get back into it. And they've done exactly that. That goal from Cruz was fantastic. And I'm actually scared that they'll equalise, so we need to try and find third ace at Rocky, please. Blanchard can't get through. Oh, man. Well, just under half an hour to play. Ball in. It's going to be easily picked up by Ramon Alonso. I don't want to pass around the back for 25 minutes, but I might need to. Right, Curtis Mills playing it down to Ethan Roberts. Ah, I should have played it over the top. Fucking Christ almighty. These lunges are just not good, are they? I stop lunging so much. Galloway, oh, okay. Can't believe this video game. I'm not even controlling Galloway. I'm not even controlling you and Galloway here. Fuck off, man. Devoy coming on for Lukanic, but it's a penalty to the Dons, and they're back in it. Fuck's sake, man. It's Dean versus Duncan. Oh, he's right down the... You scummy bastard. There's nothing I can do about that either because it's the AI that's done the challenge. I hate this game. I can't complain about the game today, actually. It's been very good. It's been actually quite fun, but... Fuck off. It is a penalty, yeah. I'm not arguing that fact. It's because I wasn't controlling Galloway that I'm fuming. It's now 2-2. And don't get me wrong, I don't think we're going to win this. I think they have more of a chance of winning than we do now. Ochoa gets snapped. I'm bringing off Ochoa. This isn't impressing me. I was thinking of bringing on one of the strikers as well, but I think we need to keep them both on. Rodriguez, I know he hasn't scored today, but he's got a lot of quality, and Blanchard has scored today, and he's been very good. Fuck you now. Good tackle, Cochrane. I'm hesitant to try and tackle with Galloway now. Not that it was me that tackled when he gave away the penalty, but that's beside the point. Oh, fuck off, cunt. Ochoa, for some reason, you're fucking stinky. No. If that goes in for no reason, I'm throwing the controller. This has been a very fiery way to end the episode anyway. It's been a very good game, this. Roberts, can we find a way back into this? I say a way back into this. We would lead. Rodriguez, please. Is that on? Please be on. I think it's off. It has gone in, but I think it's off. Fuck off. Carlos Rodriguez has found the back of the net, but it is offside. It won't stand. I thought I'd kept him on just enough. Ah, it's his leading foot. For crying out loud. Thought that was it for us then. Back into the game. Palacios for Ochoa. I can't say back into the game. We've not been out the game. It's just we've had the early goals and MK Dons have somehow got back into this. That penalty was stupid. I mean, I couldn't do anything about it. It was the AI that gave it away. It was the correct decision, but I hate this game sometimes when it does that. Blanchard. I put that in the air. I put that with the LBY there just so it would go around or over the defender, but I didn't want to do it apparently. It just had its own mind. 10 minutes left. And I remiss to say, I think fucking... Oh, bloody hell, Northampton have equalised as well. I think Don's going to win this, you know. I'd like to win it myself. But Roberts is passing it around the wrong side of the defender, so what can you do? Callaway closes it down. No penalty this time given, mainly because it wasn't in the area. Cochrane. Mills. Decent effort from Dean, but held well by Duncan. I think we're going to end it. It might end in a draw. You know, I'll take a... Oh my god, I'll take a draw if the passes just ain't going to fucking go through. Which I can't... I'm not blaming the passes. It's just me being shit. Right. We're going to put on a man here who might change the scope of this. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but Harry Howell might be able to change these. He's done it before. Cruz coming off Vallejo as well. Double changes. Both teams pushing for a winner. Who will get that winner? Anyone? Probably not. More likely to be the Dons, to be honest, but I don't think either team's going to find a dub here. Ball inside to Leko. Saved by Duncan. I don't know who took the shot. I was more focused on trying to get that saved. It was a great save from the Scotsman. Right, boys. Push now. Moffat, he's going. Need Palacios to make the run. He's just not going to do it. All right, cool. Moffat continues. Harry Howell's there. Carlos Rodriguez. Oh, he's getting played through, but it's just too heavy. Roberts, can he win that? No. Oh, Christ. What's the injury time going to be? What's the minutes going to be? Fuck. 4 minutes and Dean's through. Cochrane, cracking tackle. Oh, come on! Let me get the fucking ball back, man. I want to make an attack of my own. Rodriguez. Roberts, please. You've got last chance saloon here. Oh, don't run in the right direction then. Go the wrong way. As if I care. Ah, it's fucking 2 points dropped, boys. I hate to say it. It's 2 points dropped. It's the right result, but it's 2 points dropped. We bottled that. Fuck's sake, that penalty. I mean, it was a penalty, but what can I do? It's the AI making the challenge. Christ almighty. Well, probably the right result ultimately. We got 2 quick-fire goals in the first half, but Cruz and Dean got MK Dons back into it and earned them a point here at the Stadium MK. And it's a good episode and a good way to end it, but my god, I wish we could have 5 wins in a row, you know. Looking at the stats, 55 to 45 in terms of possession for us, but MK had 9 shots to 7 and 2.3 expected goals to 2. Draw's probably the right result. It's a very feisty affair, very good game as well. I just wish we could have got the points, because I think Portsmouth dropped points as well. I think Birmingham won, which means we'll probably drop back into the playoffs to end the episode. Achille Blanchard, man of the match, absolutely. He was fantastic today. Pressed them, gave him no time to think in most situations. An 8.2, and he got that goal as well. Douglas Moffat, good again. Carlos Rodriguez, good again. Assist and a 7.6. Curtis Mills with the other goal and a 7.4. And Duncan, decent display in goal. 8 shots, 6 saves, 2 conceded. The first goal, of course, was a top corner finish of brilliance. And the second was a penalty, so he couldn't really do much about either. So allow him. We've got Mario Caballero being their man of the match with an 8.2. He's a regen. We may need to have a little mosey on there. Fair play to him for getting man of the match. Harvey doing well as Lawrence. Max Dean with a goal and a 7.7. He scored the penalty. And then Christian Cruz, who's not a regen, I thought it might have been, he gets the other goal, 7.7 as well. And the assist coming from Luka Lukanic with 6.3. Of course, we've got DeLuca as a regen and Caballero as a regen as well. So maybe take a look at them. Not DeLuca. I think we're fine for a goalkeeper. Or maybe DeLuca. But maybe Caballero as well. I don't know. I don't really want to steal everybody's players, kind of thing. You got what I mean? I feel like I'm just robbing everybody of their players. Which, to be fair, I am. Been a remarkable run. We're doing well. I mean, it's not been since the start of League One. We've been unbeaten for 6 games. It's 4 wins, 2 draws. You're making it sound bigger than it is. Not obsessed with the run. I just want to get... Well, I'm kind of obsessed with the run because I want to get points, but I'm not really focusing on it. Defeating in a draw, I just can't seem to get the better of them. I mean, we started off so well and then we just kind of fell apart, but we have played a lot recently. You can see that. We played like 8 games in December alone. It's mad. And we've got about fucking 6 more in January. Not to mention the transfer window. But at least we didn't let the draw slip away from us. Because I thought at points MK Dons would go and steal that. I wouldn't have been surprised. It would have been deserved as well if they had. Because they were a lot more threatening in the second half than we were. But we'll take the point. I think it does mean that we drop back into 3rd. Yeah, Birmingham did win their game. But Portsmouth dropped points, which I guess is good as well. And Fran Ochoa was happy to get the game. Chance to play one in such good form. Where's the good form? Why is our manager rating going down so quickly? We've not even failed an objective yet. Will you relax? Right, well that ends another episode of this beautiful career mode. Take a look at the table to end today then. This is how it looks. Portsmouth lead in the league with 56 points. Birmingham in 2nd place with 51. We are now dropping to 3rd after that 2-all draw. Or 1-all draw? There was a draw somewhere. It's 2-all. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Yeah, 2-all draw. Regardless, we dropped to 3rd. MK Dons move up to 4th. Rotherham and Stoke complete the playoff picture for now. But you can see Sheffield Wednesday getting back into it a little bit. Did say they would as well. Peterborough's another one. Could get involved as well. Northampton. There's just a lot of competition as you continue to scroll down. This is how the rest of the table looks. And the relegation zone is Charlton Athletic, Walsall, Rochdale and Tranmere at the current time of looking. In the FA Cup, we got past Swindon in that 4-1 win in the round 2 replay. And we've drawn Millwall and we're going to the Den to play that. So that'll be an interesting one. There'll be a hostile reception for us boys. Hostile reception. Papa John's Trophy as well. We advance past Northampton to take on Mansfield. I don't know when that falls, but that's going to be the third round of the Papa John's Trophy as well. So we're thriving. We're thriving at the moment. We're doing well, I would say. Looking at the top scorers then to end episode 7 of season 4. Carlos Rodriguez still sits top. The only consistent goal scorer, it seems, because nobody else has scored, I think, out of the top scorers in this episode. 15 now for him in 24 appearances. Achille Blanchard on the catch-up, though. Look at that. He's on 12 now. It's a good strike partnership that we got. Can't complain about it as well. But Kie and Vera still on 13 each, and then a load on 12, including the French forward that we possess. And I don't know if anyone else is getting involved. I don't think we've got anyone else. I mean, Thomas is still on 7, but he's not going to quite get on the list anymore. And assists as well. He got the same amount of goals as he does assists. Rodriguez with 15 assists. Does do a lot of contributions to this side. Blanchard with 8. Howell with 7. And I think they're the only 3 in the list. With the clean sheets, going to be Duncan on 3 still. I don't even know if he's still on the list. He is there on 3 clean sheets. But top clean sheets go to Murray from Birmingham City with 9 clean sheets at the moment. Now, what have we got next? January, haven't we? So, I mean, we've got a couple of players that we've looked at, a couple of players that we're going to be continuing to look at. I'll do some more scouting off screen as well. Sutherland's up to an 83, my god. What's his potential tag? Is he still exciting prospect, or is his potential to be special now? Oh, scroll, please. Thank you. Alright. Exciting prospect still, so still 86.91. In terms of potential, but look at him. He is shining. He is fantastic. Just wish we could have a bit more to do with his development, but obviously we can't because he's not here anymore. We could sign him back. We have the money to sign him back. I'm not going to, but we could. One player I'm maybe considering, never mind, apparently it seems lots of other players too important to the club, but I was considering maybe going back for Jean-Paul Sarr. That might have been a mistake. Again, we don't need a striker. Another man I'm looking to get probably is Burn Jacobs. I think that's going to be here we go confirmed very soon. I don't know what potential he's got actually. Malik Diop is one we're definitely be bringing in. Definitely going to be bringing in. Fucking hell. And we're going to look at Murray, scout him out. We're going to scout out Ronan Cash, see if we want to bring him back as well, just because why not? So we could get a couple of moves going in January. We're going to need a slight bit more. We should be okay, but I think just a slight bit more quality in the midfield. Not that we don't have the quality, because Cochrane is fantastic. Mills is doing well now. Thomas is solid. Nkosi as well, the backup centre mid, is having a good season as well. It's just some of these are too low rated at the moment for me to want to start, which is why some of them are going out on loan. I'm just going to check who's actually going out on loan. Who have agreed loan deals for? In fact, that'd be easier to do on the transfer hub, wouldn't it? Who have agreed... Well, here's who we haven't got loans for yet. Duncan Wilson, Shane McDonald, Hugo Hansen, Sam Baldwin, Ollie Dalton, Reece McGregor, and Christopher Quigley. And here's who we have got loans for. Pal Person, he's going to Varnamo. Ramon Murillo will be loaned out to LAFC. Domenico Mancini will be loaned out to Cremonese. Mariano Vergara will be loaned out to FCSB. Gordon Simpson will be loaned out to ACS Sepsi OSK. Vicente Ojeda will be loaned out to Genoa. We might cancel that, yeah. I think we might bring Martinez back. I'm not sure between which two yet. Or even Jackson Barlow. We're still not sure on what we're going to do about the winger situation now Munoz is injured. Luca Carpenter has agreed loan deal with Huesca. And Thomas Bishop agreeing a loan deal with Middlesbrough is a mad one. I don't know why they've gone for him, but as well, Mishungali, Shabalala will be loaned out to Salford City as well. So a lot of loans that will go through come the turn of the year. But a lot of loans and transfers as well. Rob Clark might have made a mistake there, but we've done it now. And he will move to Mansfield. But then some of these as well we're still waiting for, especially Reece McGregor is the one I want to get a proper loan for. The other ones I can hit or miss with, really. But Reece McGregor is the main one out of that list. And then looking in the Youth Academy, because I've not done that for a while, this is how it's looking in here. We need to bring Bobby Hobbs up ASAP and get him on a loan deal, as well as Duma Nkosi and Prince Ibrahim. But we'll do that very, very soon once some of the outgoings happen in January. But let's take a look at the Squad Hub and see how the stats are looking before we end this episode. Most games played, still going to be Rodriguez. It'll probably always be Rodriguez, as well. Maybe Galloway will be up there, but most likely going to be Rodriguez the whole way through. 15 of each now. He is popping our Peruvian Prince. He's on a mad one. 15 goals, 12 for Blanchard, 7 for Thomas, 5 for Howell, 4 for McGregor now, who's doing very well in the limited time he's getting, 3 for Mills, 3 for Cochrane, Roberts, Palacios, Carpenter, and Kosi as well, all on 3 goals. I mean, Carpenter is going to be something. I just need him to find a loan quickly for it. It kind of burns out the potential. Galloway with 2, Arango with 2, Murillo, Ochoa as well with 2 each. Ochoa's really been underwhelming this year. I'm hoping we can find a way around getting him to be good, but we'll need to figure that out because Palacios has outperformed him big style. And then Moffat, Hansen, Ojeda with 1 goal each. In terms of assists, it's going to be Rodriguez again at tops that list. 15 assists for the Peruvian Prince. 8 for Blanchard as well. He's in second still for that. Harry Howell still in third as well for his assists. 7 from the Welshman, who's getting less and less game time, but still putting in contributions when he does get the game time. 4 for Cochrane, 4 for Roberts, 4 for Palacios, 3 for Arango, 2 each for Murillo and Kosi, Munoz, Thomas, Quigley, and Ochoa. Problem with Munoz is he won't get any game time anymore, unfortunately, because of that long-term injury. And Vergara, Hansen, Tomlinson, McGregor, both McGregors, in fact, Mills, Duncan, and Alonso all have assists as well. And before we go, let's take a look at loan growth. Porter going up 2, Barlow going up 3. He's got to be something special, I think. Patterson's still not going up. Malanga going up 4. Isaacson going up 1. Albie Holmes going up 2. Eduardo Esposito going up 1. Leboan going up 2. And Mariano Martinez going up 2. I think it'd probably be a call Martinez back and see how he does over half the season. Because given Ojeda that time, see how Martinez does over the other half of the season perhaps. And we'll make our decision on wingers for the championship if we get up there very, very soon. So before we go, let's review the episode. If it lets me check the calendar, that'd be great if it could. Doesn't want it, and that's also fair too. I'm not going to judge. So we kicked off today with a 3-1 win against Oxford United at Victoria Park. We then beat Northampton 4-2 in the Papa John's Trophy to advance, and we're now facing Mansfield in round 3. We also got a 3-1 win over Lincoln in the league as well before we went to County Ground in Swindon to thrash them 4-1 and advance to the third round of the FA Cup where we faced Millwall. And then, of course, to end the episode there, we just saw the entertaining 2-2 draw with us and MK Dons. So fair play to MK Dons for taking the point off us. Up next, then, next episode will be going into January. I don't know if that'll be tomorrow or Tuesday. We'll see. But Oxford United away will kick that off, followed by Mansfield away. 2 Mansfield games in a row. Mansfield twice in 4 days is very fun. Then we've got the FA Cup against Millwall, and we'll finish with a tough test against Stoke in the league. And then, for episode 9, I think it's going to be that point, we'll obviously close out January, but we'll have that big heavy hitter at Fratton Park. We'll be taking on Hartlepool. I don't know what the difference is going to be in terms of points at that point, but that will be a heavy hitter. That will be a hard hitter as well. We need to slow them down. So hopefully we do. And then we'll round out with the news here. Mills scores in Hartlepool's draw against MK Dons. Mills's goal helped his team to a 2-2 draw against MK Dons. Really wish it had been a win, but MK Dons deserve to go back into it. And the Players of the Year midfielder shortlist is Schlager for Villarreal, De Jong for Barcelona, Szoboszlai for Leipzig, and Pellegrini for Liverpool. Ochoa impresses again. When is he impressed once? Don't want to be mean, but I'm asking. Ochoa is one player very happy with his excellent run of form at the moment. I'm playing really well right now and really enjoying my football at Hartlepool, he told the assembled media after the game against MK Dons. Certainly seems like a left winger will be on the team sheet for the foreseeable future if he keeps turning in this level of performance. I do need a bit more from him. He has got better over the past couple episodes. I do need a bit more of him. Team of the week, we've got nobody in there. MK Dons got Dara Burns. Somehow how did they get a player in the team of the week? But we didn't. That's really unfair. They've got a few actually. Hold on. They've got Mario Caballero and Henry Lawrence as well. Bullshit is what it is. It was all too easy for Hartlepool United last time they met. The teams met as they countered a 3-1 victory against Oxford United, who were looking for a better performance this time around. So we kicked off this episode against Oxford. We'll also kick off next episode against Oxford, and we'll close it out there. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this back-to-back episode of the Hartlepool United career mode. Don't know if it'll be back-to-back-to-back. We'll see how I feel tomorrow and if I'm busy or not. But ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up another episode of this series. We're getting there. It is going to be a close run thing throughout the whole season, but I would like to get promoted automatically. If it has to go playoffs, it has to go playoffs. but I'll take it either way. We had some brilliant goals today, some brilliant games today, and a fantastic episode all around. But I hope you guys have enjoyed as well. Like I said, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your weeks, and I will see you later. Peace.